So before I start, let me give you some overview as to how I look at a paper. So we have two sections, section 1 and section 2. Section 1 comprising QA/DI, section 2 comprising LRRC and VA. The first thing is that I don't know how many questions would be there in a particular paper, so we'll probably will have to get an idea as to what is the distribution, but more or less it's about 35 minutes to these three blocks, about what roughly about 20 minutes and about 45 minutes there. So that's about 90 minutes there. That's about 80 minutes there. Though the way in which I'll start with section 2 because I don't want to do the RC and logical reasoning towards the end. So the way in which I'll look at the paper is probably spend about 80 minutes first, then go here and spend about 80 minutes, then figure out what to do with the last 10 minutes. Then more or less I'm going to look at the paper. Maybe I'll come back to section 2, or maybe I'll go to stick to section 1. So this largely fluid, depends upon how the actual paper is, right? So we have a timer here. So I'll start the timer. What I also have is a PDF printout. A printout of a PDF file of the paper. This will act as one facility that you have in the actual test, wherein you can actually go through the paper in one shot. Yeah. So I'll use this PDF, okay, to replicate that particular facility, which I don't have in this presentation anyway. So okay. So I'll start with the start with the timer. Okay. Alright, so let me just quickly go through this paper, and we have QA/DI, LRRC and VA, or English usage. I don't want to be a headless chicken running around. That's why I just want to have a look at what the paper is, so I can see one DI, that's 4 sets. There's another DI, that's about 3 questions. 28 to 30 is the third DI. That is another set, and that is, I can find one data sufficiency question. That's okay. There's one more DI here. Oh, that's 5 DI sets. That's about 16 questions, about 34. Let's look at maths. So one logical reasoning set, about 4 questions. Then I can see one RC. That RC has got 5 questions. Okay. Another logical reasoning set, that's 3 questions. Second RC, another 5 question RC. One more 5 question RC. Oh, one more 5 question RC. 4 RC with 5 questions and one more logical reasoning. That's about what? 20 questions there. Oh, it's about 10 questions and about 20 questions. Okay, so it's about 80 minutes there. This is going to be tricky. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so the order is I'll start with VA and then probably go to logical reasoning and then reading comprehension. Okay. So we'll have to go to question number 51 to get started. Okay, 51. This is text completion question, or fill in the blanks. There are 2 gaps. Find the pairs of the words given. Okay. The blank nature of philosophy calls for a blank nature of his theories. First is to make a guess. Blank nature, maybe some word that says difficult. Nature of philosophy calls for something that is detailed explanation of its theories. Okay. We have detail. Mundane nature of philosophy. No, that doesn't sound great. Esoteric is difficult, comprehensive explanation. This sounds good. Malicious nature of philosophy calls for a kind explanation. This doesn't fit in. Plebeian aristocratic explanation. This doesn't fit in. I think B is good. So one question. I'll keep making a note of all the questions that I'm attempting over here. So So I'll keep ticking those. Okay, so 51, this I've done. Okay. Let's go to for 52. There are two gaps in the sentences. Again, fill in the blanks. Though the organization of the party was blank, it ended in a blank. So though, okay, so which means, what does it tell me? That means this, if though the argument was good, it would have ended in a bad or something bad, or organization policy was bad, it probably would have ended in a good. So what we are looking for is some sort of a contrast. Ingenious fiasco. Though the organization party was ingenious, ingenious is something that is good, fiasco bad. This sounds okay. Incredible and runaway success. This is of the, oh, this is good, good. We need a good bad or a bad good. This doesn't make sense. Ingenious and flaw. Flaw makes sense? No. Ended in a flaw. Party organization of the party ended in a flaw. This doesn't make sense. Indigenous. Indigenous is, no, indigenous is a different word, right? Indigenous has a completely different meaning, in fact. So it'll be A. So one more. Okay, good. Two questions. He had been administered a blank in order to calm his blank mind. Administered some sort of a medicine, probably. Okay, that's what I'm guessing. In order to what mind? Bad something. Some word that says bad mind. Okay. A tranquilizer for an agitated mind. Is he a tiger? Oh, tranquilizer, but tranquilizer also given for human beings. Yeah. Tranquility for an agitated mind. Tranquilizer. Oh, this, okay. This sounds stupid. Okay. Soporific. Soporific. Soporific means feeling sleepy. Soporific effect. Soporific effect is sleepy. Sleepy. In order for sleepy mind, this doesn't make sense. Analgesic. This is okay. In order to calm his aching mind. Aching mind. Mind aches. Mind doesn't ache. Body aches, I think. Yeah, mind doesn't ache. So this doesn't make sense. This also. Dose for a sensitive mind. No, 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 no. This is a good one. A. 3. Okay, this is para jumble. Is it? Yeah, logical consonant paragraph. Okay, para jumble. So let's just see what this means. Though computers soon became a norm, people were skeptical about them. So this talks about computers and skepticism of the people. Okay. B. In the late 60s, the computer was just a fast typewriter and a high power calculator. So that's how the computer was in late 60s. Okay. But okay, that's a contrast. The convenience and the speed of the computers have won over traditional perception. Have won over. So skepticism won over. Okay, let's see. Along with this primitive role, so there is some primitive role. What is this primitive role? Is this the primitive role? Just as a fast typewriter. It also served as a storehouse of accurate corporate information. The biggest concern was the fear of losing. We have a bigger concern. So I think one clear connection would be, I think B has to go to D. So B is going to D, B is not going to D, B jumping and going to D, B going to D at the end. Okay. Okay, so this can't be the case. So then so there is but the convenience. There's a concern mentioned here. There is a skepticism mentioned here. I think so. Therefore, one thing is also clear that A and E has to be together in some order, and then has to come C. A and E and some order, and then comes C. This anyway is gone. Though this starts with the E, doesn't make sense. A, C coming before it doesn't make sense. So it'll be A. Okay, great. 54 is also done. 55. Again, parajumble. Let's see. Some people were initially afraid that the telephone would reduce. Some initially afraid telephone would reduce face-to-face contact. Okay, some problem. They were afraid telephone reduce one. Okay. Internet has to do this, and we have internet redefine boundaries and strengthen cultural ties. These two has to be very far apart, A and B. Anyway, similarly, so a lot of people feared internet would. Okay, so some people feared. I think there is a strong connection between A and C. Let's just check. On the flip side, it has become difficult to censor matter on the net. So this is talking about something very different. And but in reality, a contrast, both modes have increased. So I need to explain this. So I think A, C, E sounds about good. A, then C, then E. A, G, jump and E. This is starting with C, doesn't make sense. A, C, E. A, C, jump like that, okay. So, but, okay, then, but A, C, E. And then, similarly, a lot of people feared. Okay, so, on the flip side, so I think we have to then go to B and then go to D, because this is a different issue. So A, C, E, B, D, that should be the connection. Yeah, A, C, E, B, D. Yeah, C. Okay, great. What is this? This is summaries. Most of the time summaries would be the one that is slightly bigger, because it has to actually capture the essence of the passage. So mostly it's bigger. Let's see. Today, literature attempts. So we're talking about literature. What happens today? Okay, attempts to make its audience focus their fantasies on specific people. So it talks about literature today. Okay, the author of the month is a particular person about whom the reader is meant to have particular perceptions, in my view. Okay, what is his view? This has a more baneful effect on people, so he doesn't like what is happening in literature today. Okay, it makes them demented, in fact, in a way that earlier likes didn't. The literature promises them that there exists somewhere in this earth a life of endlessly desirable and available people. There are a lot of people that exist. Okay, the promise, there is some promise that literature gives. I don't think the author likes that promise. It's okay. The promise that this life is just around the corner is maddening and disorienting, and in its futility it makes rage and self-hatred. So it's giving a lot of gali. Okay, so fine. The traditional argument against censorship, okay, that no one can be seduced by a book, was probably valid when writing was impersonal, anonymous. Today, however, there is addiction and seduction in prose. So I think this has to, there has to be a capture, and this could be the thesis sentence, I believe. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Literature is more selective now. This part is true. Okay, great. Using photographs of people with names and identities. Dear God, where did this come from? This doesn't seem to come. Therefore, it is more harmful to its readers and viewers, who can easily grow dissatisfied and frustrated. I'm not too sure about this part. I've not read photographs of people, so A probably doesn't make sense. B, today literature promises people that there exists somewhere on this earth a life that is endlessly desirable. That's just one part of the sentence. Right, this is just a detail. This can't be the main idea, because this doesn't capture the seduction in prose. Censorship should be an integral part of modern literature. Modern literature today, no. This is too vague. Literature has become materialistic and damning and infuses a sense of disorientation. This is all the, oh God, real God. Which one is it? Is it A? Not too sure, guys. So I think I'll just leave it. I'll come back to this. 56, I'll make a note of here. 56, mark for review. Okay, if you have time. Okay. 57 to 60 is DI. So Bella, let's see how it is. This is some schedule given and a lot of things given for schedule. And okay. 56 to 60, just 57 to 60. I'll just make a note of it on by the side here. I don't know, I'll come back to it later. Okay. 61. Again, summaries. Okay, let's see this one. Fortunate to have been born on Human Rights Day. Great. It becomes vivid, not by memory, but by insights and embryonic experience, that the darkest formative cell, nurtured with warmth and care, has a more safe, comfortable, carefree, and above all, fearless living, a custodial dignity that precedes every human born. That's a huge sentence. Let's just hold. Let me just hold. Let's see what he's saying. Okay. Fortunate to be born on Human Rights Day, it becomes vivid, not by memory, but by insights and embryonic experience, that the darkest formative cell, comfortable, it is safe, a custodial dignity that precedes every human born, a dignity infused in the human system that instinctively revolves again any non-recognition in any form of reflex action. I don't know. Okay, he's talking about custodial dignity and dignity that he has. This ethereal gift is zealously guarded by all within and only discarded by most without. Okay, so great. We're talking about custodial dignity and something about that dignity. Okay, great. We should have the word custodial dignity in the answer, right? Embryonic experience form the base of human dignity. Too I think broad does not capture it. All the summaries has to essentially capture the whole thing. So this doesn't make sense. So let's go B. Is a birthright of every individual? Is it the birthright? Precedes every human born. Okay, that's a true thing. Okay, who instinctively revolves when any deviation and is infused in the human right from conception. Okay, this sounds great. This sounds good. Okay, human rights are not to be compromised. This is too broad and vague. Okay, the day at gift of dignity being exposed constantly to the vagaries of the human system is immense. So no, this not okay. So it's grade B. So 61 is B. This is an RC. This is 61 to 66. I'll make a note of this. I'll come back to this later. What is RC about? Montana's Cap, Delaware critics. Okay, this is about art critic. Okay, not bad. So short one actually. 5 questions. Inference and okay, infer. Okay. So then we have 67 to 69. This looks like a family tree, is it? Yeah, looks like a family tree. Gives something. Candies. Okay, great. 3 questions. 70 to 74 is another RC. I'll make a note of that. That's a huge RC. That's a huge RC. With what teaching? Okay, this sounds okay. So best describes openness. Okay. So let's see. 75 to 79 again RC. What is this RC? It talks about innovation, development, new products. Okay, this sounds like a short one. Good. 62, 60 and 75. Okay. 79. Okay. Alright. Back to sentence completion. Before I pass the book commemorating the 100 years of this organization, I needed to get the blank of the manager. So let's say something in order to avoid receiving blank, something that says permission. No, that's a guess, my guess. Some word that's a permission of the manager in order to avoid receiving what gali. Okay, some word that says okay. Alright, get the premature. Premature. Is that a word? Premature? There's a word premature. Is that a word premature? I am not too sure there's a word exists. In order to avoid receive payments, anyway, this doesn't make sense. Agads is like old stories, no? Adag, adags. I don't know what I'm doing. But this is a old story, okay. So, castigation sound has to be okay, so I have no idea what this word means. Impremature. I have not heard of this word. Oh, but I'm not sure that it can't be premature. So let's take it. It can't be this. It had to be B. That's 80. Okay. Let's look at another. This is a vocab test, is it? The blank witch of the East has been mentioned as an intimidating presence in many fairy tales, and a most potent weapon was a tortoise spell, the knowledge of which the villagers were not blank to. So, some bad witch. Knowledge of which villagers were not, they didn't know. So, some word that says that. Okay. Inscrutable, trite, privy to, this makes sense, okay. So sedulous, which insidious, ouch, no idea. I'm not even gonna come back to this. I can't solve this. So 81 is something that I'm just gonna leave, I think. Okay. Okay, 82 to 83, what is this? This is a short passage. Read the following argument and answer the question. Critical reasoning, is it? Okay, let's see. Okay, let's do 82, 83. How are we doing? We spend about 20 minutes. Oh, great. Okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There are a lot of people who are suspicious about rationality and logic. Okay, there is rational logic because they view them as opposed to be emotion. A rational person often assumed to be lacking in feelings. This seems to be false. Author is against this. Okay, let's say what is author against? The fact that opposed emotion is false. Therefore, No, the rational people often assume the lacking feelings is false. Therefore, what is other saying? Rational person has feelings. Can have feelings is what he's saying. Okay, great. While it is true that the main reason that people hold irrational belief or act of irrationality is that they get carried away by their emotions, or because their emotions are inappropriate to the occasion, it does follow that a rational person does not have. It does not follow the rational person does not have feeling. Great. What makes someone a rational person and not they don't have feeling? That they are not governed by them. Okay, this sounds okay. Let's see what does it say. Which of the following consider rational? Which of the following would author before we check? Let's just go once. So let's go once here. Where is saying what makes rational people is not they don't have feelings, they have feelings, but they are not governed by them. You should not be governed by your feeling, and irrational they carried away. Okay, so you are not supposed to get carried away. You are not supposed to get governed by them, but you can have feelings. Okay, let's see. To have a craving for something the doctor has said is bad for me. You have a craving, so that you have a feeling for something doctor has said bad for me. Okay, confusing. Let's go to B. To have cravings for something the doctor has said bad to me and to indulge in that thing to excess. Now that's a problem. Now that is an irrational thing that you're doing. To have a craving one thing, but to indulge in that to excess that too. So we are looking at rational. This is not correct. To view myself a victim of my emotion. No. He controls his emotions. So to view myself unable to control my no. A is perfect. Okay, 82 is A. 83. Which of the following would actually consider irrational? Just quick look at what irrational says. Irrational, carried away by their emotions. Carried away by their emotions. Does not have feelings. Okay. To be in love with someone, that's what irrational about that. Okay, that I'm going to chuck it. To be in love with someone and seek to own them, to be sure of their love in return. That is irrational for sure. Okay, but we have a B and C. Okay, let's see. To be in love with someone and to be constantly and without reason suspect one lover. Okay, that's also rational. So B, C, both B and C. Great. This was a okay one. Okay. What does it say? Which of the following is or are logical arguments? Okay. Okay. Let's read this. Logic is a tool that helps us to reason things out and to act rationally. Much like arithmetic is a tool that helps us to keep count of things, and just the building blocks of arithmetic are numbers, so the building block logic of propositions. He explained what logic is. This I know what this means. This means the meaning of the word proposition, which is quite different from the meaning of sum of this cognate, is to propose, make a proposal. This I know what a proposition is. Proposition is related by reasoning. Logical argument, proposition stand in special relationship to one another, so that some follow from others. The conclusion of such argument is deduced from premises. Okay, so basically saying what is the logic? The logical argument must have a premise, and from the premise arrive at a conclusion. Okay, let's see. Close the window because I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling sad, therefore close the window. It has a premise, conclusion, but a stupid one anyways. Only rainy days of Sunday gets me down. Only X, then Y. It must be raining because it isn't Sunday and getting me down. Not X, therefore not Y. Oh, this is perfect. This is a good logical argument. Anyway, let's check the other one. After the rain, the sky quite literally became no. I'm right. No. Okay, B. 84 is B. 85 to 89. Another RC. Let me make a note of this. 85 to 89. Science, is it? Okay, great. Science. Oh, big one actually. So there are two big ones, which is 70 to 74 is big, this big. So basically we'll probably look at 62 to 60, 75 to 79, maybe do one of that. 3 I think, yeah. Oh, let's see how it goes. Okay. 85, 89. What is this? This is 90 to 92. What is this? This is a game called Mind. Is it exact game Minesweeper? Then I have played this game. Maybe I'll solve this. Okay. So let me make a note of this. For sure, I'll try this. 90 to 92. Okay. Alright, so what is this? This is para completion. Okay. There is a strong Buddhist revival underway in China during the Cultural Revolution. So we have there is something that is happening now. We're talking about history now. During the Cultural Revolution, religion was denounced. What happened before was different, but okay. Feudal evil and the Chinese gone officially atheists even today. But in recent times, Buddhism and other religions are being looked upon more benignly as an useful panacea, so they are useful for the anomaly that arises in times of rapid, even if we don't know the meaning of these words, they are useful, okay. So what is it saying? It's saying there's a revival, they like Buddhism, but in recent others, so recent times. So why I'm looking at something that immediately follows this. Temples are being rebuilt and pilgrims are flocking. Oh, this explains this. This makes sense. Good continuation. The government is working hard to curb the practice of Buddhism. Why? That is contradicting the information given. The cultural revolution has encouraged the spread of atheism, whereas the government has always encouraged, always, whereas denounced. So this doesn't make sense actually. It doesn't go with the revival of Buddhism could thus. So that's like a conclusion. Far-reaching word. So conclusion has to come when you have said everything. A says that you have not said everything, so A is perfect. 93 is A. 94. The theme of Mohiniyattam dance is love and devotion to God. I know Mohiniyattam. I am from that place. I don't know how to dance, but yeah, but I'm from that place where the dance happens. Time wasting. Okay, let's continue. The theme of Mohiniyattam dance is love and devotion to God. Vishnu or Krishna is most often the hero. The spectators can feel his invisible presence with the heroine and have made details, dreams and ambitions through circular movements, delicate footsteps. Okay, so to talk about Mohiniyattam, talking about what spectators can feel, heroine doing what? Circular movements, delicate footsteps, subtle expressions, and then we need to move on with an idea. Maybe explaining one of these is it. The eyes play an important part, extending the direction of the movement. Something specific about eyes. Eyes, okay. Through the slow and medium tempo, the dancer is able to find adequate space for improvisations and suggestive powers. So what the dancer can do? The Mohiniyattam dancer maintains realistic makeup adorns a simple costume. Over the past decades, repertoire of Mohiniyattam has been developed and expanded. Oh, no, this is too broad. One of these two. This is talking about movement. This talks about eye. This talks about makeup. This is confusing. Let me not break my head on this. Maybe come back. Review. 94. Okay. What is this? This is okay. Each word a pair of words. Sentence follow the options. So you have to pick the words. Okay. Let's see what I know. Do another pompous landlord. It has to be pompous landlord. No, not pompous landlord. I was not willing to budge on it. Pompous. So it has to be B. So A and A goes. Okay. So what else is there? So A, B. Let me just see what I know. Grieve. Okay. Let's see. Grieve. Fourth one. Fourth is different. Okay, we can check that. Okay. To grieve to blank for an animal which has only been with us for a short while. So you're grieving, you're feeling sad, grieve. That is, but we think okay, that'll be A, grieve. So the fourth one had to be A. So this says B. So it'll be okay. Great. 95. Logical order. So we want to pick the one that doesn't fit the. Okay, that's great. In Africa's last absolute monarchy, you're talking about last absolute monarchy, Connecticut size kingdom sandwiched between South Africa and Mozambique, where 60% of the land is effectively owned by the king. So it's talking about land owned by the king. The song is not exaggeration. Great. This land is for the king. Okay, so land. There seems to be connection. The maidens shout in Siswati, I know, the national language. And people must not distribute it. Okay, land. Our king has 13 palaces. They must come to Swaziland to see lavish lifestyle. Under the Switzerland dual land tenure system, roughly 70% of his 1.2 million live in plot to impose authority through a network of local chiefs. Land, and something else. King has palace. Okay, this seems to be out of place. C. Okay. Okay, let's see. We said we'll take about 20 minutes. We are short. We are about touching about 30 minutes. So which means, okay, we have 50 more minutes onto this. That's okay. But we have done most of the questions. So that's good news. Out of the 20, okay, we already touched about 14, 15 questions, I think so. Yeah, so that's good. So target is about touching 30 in this section. Okay, I think that's good going. So even if I'm overshooting a little bit, I'm still fine with it because we're getting the answer to the question. Okay. 4 sentences are labeled. The 3 sentences need to be arranged in logical order to form a coherent paragraph passage. From the given options, choose the ones that does not fit the sequence. Same thing. The shape of the solar array should have no effect on its performance unless dictated by relief and landscape considerations. So we're talking about shape of a solar array should not have something on the performance unless dictated by relief and landscape conditions. Okay. What should be shape, and that's what he's talking. The location is better suited for solar irradiation as compared to some other parts of Australia, which is widely known to be one of the sunniest countries in the world. This talks about location, where it should be suited. Does the shape actually affect the solar array? It talks about shape. Shape actually affect solar array efficiency. Okay, it is the cumulative amount of sunlight and absence of shading as well as the correct angle of the solar panel. So it's again shape. So it talks about shape, location, out of place. B. Okay. What do I know? What? Troop. The troop was famous. This troop, is it? Oh, okay. Baron. Okay, let's see. Not just owing to his father, who was an aristocrat, but even the loyal and aloof stance and Abel carried off, soon earned the title Baron. This time, A. Third I know has to be A. Third is A, third is B, no. Third is A, third is B. Okay, great. So what do I know? Fourth is same. Second is same. So A, B. So either I should know the first one or I should know the last one. Okay. Let's check the last. First one. Melinda Hayes. Ouch. I don't know this. Our grandmother not only used to tell us bedtime stories but also handed down to us tradition of. This is jail wala parole, no? Parole, jail wala parole. This, I don't know what this means, but it can't be jail wala parole. So it has to be A. Yeah. The last one is A. So this is A. Okay. A. Okay, what is this? This is another one. Those stories collected in a book, so those stories collected in a book, also titled something, will be released on 9th September. Okay. Renowned writers such as Bruce Sterling were tasked with working with the scientists to imagine optimistic, technical grounded science fiction stories depicting future achievable within the next 15 years. Those stories, so there seems to be some sort of connection. I do feel more positive about future, says, who's this guy? Acha, no, this guy says, okay, this is something else. Something may be having a pop culture one, but people are ready for something new. So this is completely out of place, okay. Let's see. That conversation, what conversation? This conversation. Okay, this conversation is it. New Intel called Project Herograph, which seeks with science fiction scientists learn to think C. Should I mark C? Think C should be C. Let's see once again. Conversation. That conversation. No, do we call project? Okay, some conversation. Also tells. So it doesn't start with A. So D. I think C. Okay, C makes sense. Okay, C. Alright, which one is it? Okay, do I know anything? The serif, rancor, mule. To bid adieu. Okay, so that is goodbye. Adone, adieu. This I know. Fourth one was not problematic, to bid adieu. So A. Fourth is A. Let's hope A. Dear God. Okay, thank God. At least one went. Okay, do I know anything else? Okay, do I know anything else? Do I know anything else? The victorious penance. I know penance, I don't know this, but I know penance. Penance is what? Sacrifice. Victorious blank fluttered high in the brisk air, so it can't be a sacrifice. I think this should be this word. Yeah, this can't be this. It will be B. So 5 will be B. Does that help? Okay, this goes. So B and B. Okay, so what do I know? A B is same. So I should essentially know the third one. Please don't allow your kitten to mule. Wow, so I think this is the wrong mule. What is this mule? Mew. Kitten mew 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 meow mew. Sound has to be sounds to be okay. I think A. I think A. Yeah, should be A. So B. So we have touched about 100, and what I've done is I've taken about close to good 35 minutes, which is okay. That's fine. So I have about, yeah, so I will start. So now it's 2:15 left, no? So 1:30, about 45 minutes more. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So now I have to do logical listening properly fast. Okay. And then spread. Okay. So we have good time. 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, no problem. So most of the questions we did out of the 20, 1, 2, 3 we didn't do. 17, that's good going. 17 is good going. So if you control it. Okay. So let's go to the LR fun. 17 is good going actually. Okay. No problem. 57 was this. Okay. 57. Let me. This one sounds too much. 67. Okay, let's try this one. Okay. It says following diagram shows a family tree. Okay, A, B, C, A, C, F, D, G, E, F. Yeah, couples. A has 3 sons. A who has 3 sons is a male. So A is a male. Okay, A is a male. So let's take male to be this and female to be a circle. So A is a male and B has to be a female. Okay, great. On October 2014, A bought some candies and later he distributed some of the candies brought by him among his sons, wife and son. Later on, A's wife distributed some of his candy that he received from a husband among her sons. Okay. So A has given candy to B and A has also given candies to his 3 sons. Is also saying B also gave candies to 3 sons. Okay, that's the story. Great. The following is available how the family members share the candies among themselves. In the beginning, none of the family members except A had the candies. So A had the candies. Every male members gave half the candy that he received to possess by wife. Okay, let's put it here. So okay, let's take this one. Yes. Every male member, that's husband wife. Okay, what is saying? This is, let's say, kid. Okay, what is saying? Every male member gave half of the candy that he received to his wife. So if he received X, he gave X by 2 to his wife. So now he has X by 2, wife has X by 2. Okay. Okay, now next is half of the remaining candies to his children. Half of remaining candies would mean he gave him X by 4. Okay, half of remaining. So now he has X by 4 with him. Okay. And rate rest of candies. So what he ate was X by 4. Okay, wife was X by 2, X by 4. Okay. Each female ate 1/3 of the total candies and gave the rest of the candies to her children. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. That means she ate X by 6 and rest of the candle 2/3 will mean that X by 3 was given by this person. So okay, so that's the end of story. X by 6, X by 4, X by 4 plus X by 3, that'll be what? 7. X by 12. Okay, that's so the story with kid. Or is it kids? Each farmer in the family distributed candies among the children equally. The same was true with the each mother equally. So this will be kids. Okay, so this 7x plus 12 was what got distributed equally among the kids. Okay, great. Each family member in the family received at least one candy. Each married female receives candy from her husband only. Okay, good. Oh, this sounds to be okay. I think we can handle this. What is the ratio of the number of candidates received by K, L, and N in the given order? Okay. K, L, and N in the given order. Since it is equally, so let's take one basic check and see if it works. So basically, they would have received equal number of candies, and he had to distribute them on 3 people, which means K would have got the least number of candy. N had these had to be distributed among M and N. M will be the second, and L has to get the highest number of candies. Okay, let's see if that works. So this has to get the highest, K has to get the least, and N has to get the highest. So which means the third value must be the highest. So this is equal, so can't be the answer. These two are equal, that is not possible. K and L has to be different. This doesn't violate our condition. This violate. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, so we can do SQC, I think. Great. You don't have to calculate. 2 is to 6 is to 3. Okay. 68. If C received 504 candies and E is not the husband of H, find the number of candies E8. C received 504. E is not the husband of H. Okay, so E is not the husband of H, which means he has to be the wife of H. Okay, great. And who is C? C received 504. Now that can be, I think, 2 cases, is it? Yeah. C can be a male. C can be a female. If C is a male, then 504 will go there. It's male, then H will receive 504, and 504 divided by 6. That'll be one value. And C is a female, then that is X by 6 denotes to 504. Then, but you will get 2 cases. Okay, either A or B. There has to be 2 cases. So again SQC. So let me not break my head with this one more. The number of candies received by L was not necessarily a multiple of which of the following. Number of candies received by L. We already have it here. K is to L is to N. 6, no? Okay, let's use that. Not necessarily multiple. 6 is a multiple of 2, 3 and 6, therefore 4. Oh, this was great. This we did using SQC. 1 we knocked off. Okay, good. Good going. I think this was a gift. Lucky. 67 to 69. Okay. So then should we do 90 to 92 or should we do one RC? Let's try 90 to 92. Okay. Control. So that's a Minesweeper. Minesweeper 1. The following table shows an intermediate stage called Minesweeper. Let me just check whether it actually means life or death box. All the boxes in the table are not shaded and does not have number written. Each box is closed, opened by a magic stick. The objective of the game is to identify all the death boxes without opening any of them. The game gets over only if all the death boxes are identified and marked with an asterisk star. If a live box is open, then it displays a natural number which is equal to the number of death boxes adjacent to a live box. Yeah, the same. Minesweeper. To return means that out of the box. So it's a Minesweeper game. So this I know. So I play this game. So let's use this. Okay, actually in the test you'll have to actually write this down. So that will take an extra 30 odd seconds to write this column. Okay. So yeah. Okay, let's start filling this up. Okay, let's put the things here. Which one, 1, 2. Corners are the one that you check normally first. Okay, but we have and then the ends. Okay, we have a 2, which essentially means both has to be, otherwise you'll not get a 2. Anyone. This guy 1, this guy needs 1. Therefore this has to be free, because this 1 is here. This has to be free. This guy has to be free. So now this guy needs a 2, so 1 is here, so must have a 2 here. Must have a 2. Okay, that implies this fellow will need a 2. This is not there, must be there. Okay, this guy had a 4, so that gets done. Okay, now this fellow needs a 2, can have from here. Okay, but this guy is it 2. Okay, this gentleman here 2, and F3 requires these 2 for sure, which means this 1 is done, this 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is done and this is done. So this guy has a 1,
Okay, answer 1, this guy so definitely requires this. So this one is done, this is done, this guy answer 2, this guy answer 2, this guy needs a 2, right? This guy needs a 2, which means it has to be here, which implies this guy's 1 is done, this guy needs a 2, this guy needs a 2. Okay, this guy needs a 1. If the 1 is here, 1 is here. If you put a star here, then how will this guy needs a 2? You can't. If you put a star here, this guy got a 1. Are the cases here? If this guy puts a 1 here, then this guy get 1 more, or this guy puts a 1 here, then I got 2 cases. So this guy puts a star here, but anyway, so this has to be a star. I think some case. Anyway, let's see. Which of the following numbers would appear in D4 when D4 is open? D4, this one, which number will appear? So which means I need 1, 2, 3. So there will be 3 things here, no? 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3. Great. Which of the following boxes are adjacent to G6 are death boxes? Adjacent to G6 are death boxes. This will be F5 and H5. Okay. I can see F5 and H5 here. Okay. How many of the following can be the value of aggregate sum of the numbers? Okay, let's first fill this up. H5 is star. H5 is star was already given. And this is 1, I5, I6. This is I5, 1, 1 and 1. Yes. If this has a 1, this got a 1. So this is, once again, I6. Oh, this guy has a 2, no? Oh shit, but okay, this guy, oh okay, this guy already had a 2. Then this will not be there anyway, so it's vertically, leave it, this is. So this is free, okay, this has got a 1, so this 2 will be free. Which means this guy needs a 1 now. If this guy needs a 1, he has to get it from there. So this has to be free. Okay, so okay. Which one? H7 would be, we don't know how much. It can be either H7 can be either 1 or H7 can be also 2. Can be here as well. Okay, scan can be either 1 or 2. H9 has to be, can be 1, 2 or even can be 3. Oh, I7 can be either 1 or 2. I8 can be either 1 or 2. I9 can be either 1 or 2. Okay. Which of the following information? How many of the following values can the aggregate sum have? How many values? 2 values here. 2. Okay. So 1 or 2. 1, 2 or 3. Okay. This can be either 1 or 2. This can be either 1 or 2. This can be either 1 or 2. One value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can have 5. I'll come back to this. Okay. 90. Review. If you have time. Why break my head? 90 review, but anyway, knock this off. Okay. So it's about 210. Okay. Let's go to RC. The first RC would be question number 62 to 66 is what we said we'll solve first. Okay. Control P. Control P. 62 to 66, 62 to 66. Okay, let's do this.
So about half an hour now to hit the 80 mark, but then I said that 90 is what I normally take because to do 4. Okay, so but I'll keep the 10 minutes towards the end. Maybe I'll come back to, I think I can knock out about 3 hours here, I think, in about 30 minutes. Let's see how it goes. Montana Scalp's provocative statement about her intention in writing Mrs. Dalloway has regularly been ignored by critics. So, okay, let's take this one. So Montana's writing about something is ignored by a critic, okay? Since it highlights an aspect of a literary interest very different from the traditional picture of the poetic novelist concerned with examination, status of revere and vision, and with following the intricate pathways of individual consciousness. I'm not going to break my head there. All I'm going to take is Montana's Scalp ignored by critic. Poetic history ignored by critic. Okay, let's see why. She says, I want to criticize the social system. Who is she? Okay, she says, I want and to show it at work at its most intense. But Montana Scalp was a realistic as well as a poetic novelist, a satirist and a social critic as well as a visionary. So author likes her, okay? He's saying he has got all positive things to talk about Montana. Literary critics cavalier dismissal. Okay, he doesn't like literary critics, that's for sure. Of Scalp's social vision will not withstand scrutiny. In her novels, Scalp is deeply engaged by the questions of how individuals are shaped by their social environment, how historical forces impinge on people's life, how class, wealth, and gender help to determine people's fate. Most of the novels are rooted in realistically rendered social settings and in a precise historical time. Great. Okay, so he's talking about what a novel is, what the literary critic thinks, and author has made a clear position as to he or she, whoever the author is, likes Montana. Let's continue. Scalp's focus on society has not been generally recognized because of her intense antipathy to propaganda in art. The pictures of reformers in her novels are usually satiric and sharply critical. Okay. Sharp focus has not been generally recognized. Okay. Even when Scalp is fundamentally sympathetic to her causes, she protests people answers to reform society, possessed message, program, or against dishonest, unaware of how their political ideas serve their own psychological needs. Her diary knows only honest people are the artists, whereas the social reformers and philanthropists harbor discreditable desert. Okay. Great. Scalp detested what is called preaching in fiction, okay, and criticized novelist T.S. Lawrence, among others, for working by this method. Scalp's own social criticism is expressed in the language observation rather than direct commentary. Okay, language, okay. She describes phenomena and provides materials for judgment about society and social values. In it, the readers work to put the observations together and understand the coherent point of view behind them. As a moralist, Scalp works by indirection, okay, subtly undermining officially accepted mores, mocking, suggesting, calling into question, rather than asserting, advocating, bearing witness. Hers is a satirist's art. Scalp's literary models were acute social observers like Chekhov and Checky, and she puts in the common reader, it is safe to say that not a single law has been framed or one stone set upon another because of anything Checky said or wrote, and yet as we read him we are observed morally at every pore. Like Checky, Scalp also understood as well as judged to know a society roots and plans, a decision crucial in order to produce art rather than polemic. Okay, great. So let's go there once and get an understanding quick. So first paragraph talks about Scalp and things that are ignored by critics, and it talks about social setting. Okay, alright, okay, roughly fine. Okay, great. Okay, which of the following is the most appropriate title for the passage? Must be in line with the main idea. Okay, first we're talking about, let's take a guess before we actually go through the option. Let me think the passage is talking about this lady's novels and okay, social setting. Okay. Poetry and satire as influences. Poetry and satire, so that's not the key thing. Please remember, if I remember correctly, we are talking about social setting, social criticism, okay, all that. So it's basically in that sense, right? So society, okay. So this is not about poetry. Montanus got the critic and commentator on 20th century novel. Too broad. Does not specifically talk about this doesn't make sense. This also doesn't make sense. Okay, trends in the contemporary reform movements. I've not read reform movements. That's a key understanding. No. This is Montanus Sculp's novel, critical reflection on individual and society. Oh, this is perfect. D. 62 is D. The first paragraph of the passage, the author's attitude towards literary critics. Let's just quickly go the literary critics, ignored by literary critics, cavalier dismissal. So he doesn't like literary critics. He is, if the author has a negative attitude towards literary critic, ironic, no. Critical, probably. Ironic, no. What is irony in that? No. He was pretty straightforward. Factuous, no. Pretty opinionated, I think author was, I felt. Skeptical but resigned. What resigned? So the सीधा गाली दे रहा था वो. Okay, sorry, English. Yeah, so not T. A is the answer. Okay, great. It can be inferred from the passage. Sculp chose Checky. Let's go to Checky and read once. Where is Checo? Yeah, here. Sculp literary models were acute observers like Chekhov and Checky. As she puts in the common reader, it is safe to say that not a single law has been framed or one stone set upon another because of anything Checky said or wrote. And yet, as we read him, we are observing, morality at every pore. As we read him, we are observing that's what she says. Like Checky, Sculp chose to understand as well as to judge, to know her society, root and branch. A decision crucial in order to produce art. So society, root is crucial to produce art. That's a relation between Checky and Sculp. Okay, great. Let's see. In the passage, because she believed. Okay, who believed? She believed. Okay, she believed. Okay, one second. Not to produce know our society, root and branch. That's know our society, root and branch. Something that's a society, root and branch. Checky was first English author to no, alien. First English author is not mentioned. Checky was an honest. No. Checky is writing transformed significantly. No, alien. Oh, this is great. Checky, like Chekhov, was concerned with understanding society. Perfect. T is perfect. Okay, third one. It can be inferred from the passage that the most probable reason Sculp realistically described the social setting in the majority of a novel was. Oh, this is too broad. Realistically setting, social setting, social setting. Okay. Most of them are rooted in realistically rendered social setting. Why? Well, let's take one sentence above. In a novel, Sculp is deeply engaged by the questions of how individuals are shaped or deformed by their social environment, how historical forces impinge upon people's life, how class, wealth, and gender. Most of them are rooted in social. Okay. Antipathy. Okay, great. Let's see what I say. Okay. Was aware the contemporary literary critics consider the novel to be most realistic? No. Want to expose social system and their working, thereby criticize them? Maybe. This is a good one. Actually, it's a good one. Wanted to expose social systems. That's a good one, I think. Yeah. That's the social system. Want to criticize. That's what you wanted to do, no? Want to criticize social systems. Okay. That's a good one. Can't be the first one. That's anyway. Needed to be an attentive to detail as possible in novel in order to support arguments. You are too vague. Wanted to show that painstaking fidelity in the representation of reality does not. Nah. Perfect. B is perfect. 66. 4 we did. Okay, not bad. We started what? At 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Yeah. So you read the passage once, read it really well. I think most of the time you can solve it in about 7, 8 minutes. The passage supplies information for answering which of the following questions. So passage provides information to answers, which means the answer to this question is already there in the passage. I can find answer to this question. That's what that means. Okay, let's see. A. Have literary critics ignored the social criticism inherent in the work of Checky and Chekhov? Okay. Does the author believe that Sculp is solely introspective visionary novelist? What are the social causes to which I appear to be sympathetic in her writing? I think C. Was D.S. Lawrence as concerned A scalp is realistic. What this were the social causes? What are the social? Ah, this is confusing. Leave it, leave it, leave it. It's always this sort of confusing. Maybe I'll have to go one more reading. Not worth it for one question, right? We already solved 4 questions, so I'm going to knock this off. Not even going to come back and look at this one. So 62 to 66, one RC passage knocked off. Okay, we still have. Okay. So now let's go to which one? Let's go to 70. Let's go to 70. That's the next one. Okay. Alright, so let's see what this is. This is a longer one, but that's okay. Anyways, I'll have to pick one long one, so I'll pick this one. No reason. Okay, I'll just pick it. Okay. The to teach is to create a space in which teach is to create a space in which obedience to truth is practiced. I've not understood much. Okay, so let's say we need to create space. Okay, let's hope the passage will help us. Okay, space may sound like a vague metaphor. Thank you. Yes, I thought about that. Yeah, until we realize that it describes experiences of everyday life. We know what it means to be in a green and open field. We know what it means to be on a crowded rush hour bus. These experiences of physical space have parallels in our relations with others. On our jobs, we know what it is to be pressed and crowded. Oh, that space. Okay, that space. Our working space diminished by the urgency of deadlines and competitiveness of colleagues. But then there are times when deadlines disappear and colleagues have unreasonable demands placed on us to be boxed in by the expectation of those near us. But then there are times. So basically, in the whole paragraph, he has explained what a space is. Space, then I add that for that space. Okay, I understood that. Okay. So teaching, he has to create space. Okay, this is a good passage. Okay. Similar experience of crowding and space are found in education. Great. To sit in a class where the teacher stuffs our minds with information, organizes it with finality, insists on having the answers while being utterly uninterested in our views, and forces us into grim competition for grades. To sit in such a class explains the lack of space. Oh, the teacher is forcing things on his own is a lack of space. So he experienced. Okay, great. But to study with a teacher who not only speaks but also listens, who not only gives the answer but asks questions and welcomes our insights, who provides information and theories that do not close doors but open new ones, who encourages students to help each other learn. To study with such a teacher is to know the power of learning space. Great, awesome. So this we understood. Okay, what does space mean? This is great. Okay. Fourth paragraph. The learning space has 3 S's. Oh, okay. Openness, boundaries, and air of hospitality. We need to understand what open. It has to be open. It should have boundaries. Okay. You're saying it must be open, but then it must have boundaries and air of hospitality. Okay. How hospitality air. Okay. Okay, let's see what that means. Okay, to create an open learning space is to remove the impediments of learning that we find around and within us. Impediments of learning, we have to remove the impediments of learning. Okay, we often create them ourselves to evade the challenge of truth and transformation. One source of such impediment is of fear for appearing ignorant to others or to ourselves. The openness of a space is created by the firmness. Oh, what a statement! Openness of space is created by the firmness of its boundary. We need boundary to be open. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's see what it's saying. Learning space cannot extend indefinitely. If it did, it would not be a structure for learning, but an invitation for confusion and chaos. When space boundaries are violated, the quality of space suffer. Okay, he's saying why boundaries needed. There is no boundary, there is nothing. Okay, we need boundaries. Great. The teacher who wants to create an open learning space must define and defend its boundaries with care, because the pursuit of truth can often be painful and discomforting. Okay, the learning space must be hospitable. Hospitality means receiving each other, our struggles, our newborn ideas with openness and care. It means creating an ethos in which the community of truth can form and the pain of its transformation be borne. A learning space needs to be hospitable, not to make learning painless, but to make painful things possible. Oh, great. Things without which no learning can occur. Things like exposing ignorance, testing tentative hypotheses, challenging false or partial information, and mutual criticism of thought. Great. So he has explained 3 dimensions. This is fairly good one. I can understand what he's saying. Okay. The task of creating learning space with the qualities of openness, boundaries, and hospitality can be approached at several levels. Okay, now he's talking about what, and here he's going to talk about how he's going to do it. Okay, the task of creating learning space with qualities of openness, boundaries, and hospitality can be approached at several levels. The basic level is the physical arrangement of the classroom. Consider the traditional classroom setting with row upon row of chairs facing the lectern, where learning space is confined to the narrow ally of attention between each students. Okay, first is you need space. Okay. In this space, there is no community of truth, hospitality, or room for students to relate to the thoughts of each other. Contact with the chairs placed in circular arrangement, creating an open space with which with listeners can interconnect. And at another level, teacher can create conceptual space. Okay, space with words in two ways. One is through assigned reading. The other is not through reading 100 pages, but contemplative reading, which opens, not fills, our learning space. A teacher can also create a learning space by means of lectures. So how to create space? Okay, so one classroom, one by words, one by means of lectures. Great. We also create learning space to the kind of speech we utter and the silence from which the true speech emanates. Speech is a precious gift and a vital tool, but too often our speaking is an evasion of truth, a way of buttressing our self-serving reconstructions of reality. Wow, what a statement. Okay. Silence must therefore be an integral part of learning space. Okay, great. In silence, more than in arguments, our mind-made world falls away and we are open to the truth that seeks us. Words often divide us, but silence can unite. Finally, teachers must also create emotional space in the classroom. Space that allows feelings to arise and be dealt with, because of submerged feelings can undermine learning in emotionally honest. A lot of details here, I don't want to break my head. Okay, roughly I get an idea. So let's, lot of details. Okay, let's get it. Okay, so let's for a moment just quickly pause for a moment. Let's just capture what he's saying. He talked about creating a space, a need for a space. He explained what a space is, that we understood that, at least that I understood what it means. Then he talks about the same thing. It's, the space is needed, and then he says three things: openness, boundaries, air of hospitality, and then he goes and talks about how we can get space and gives a lot of specific things. Okay, that's probably what the passage is. Okay, let's see. Which of the following statement best describe the author's conception of learning space? Where the teacher is friendly, not necessarily. Where there is no grim competition, that is too extreme. Okay, he is not saying no grim. Where students are encouraged to learn about space, that is vague. Where the teacher encourages students to help each other learn. Yeah, D. That is D, and that is 70. D. 71. The statement, the openness of a space is created by the firmness of its boundary, appears contrary. I think the openness of a space is created by the firmness of its boundary. Learning space cannot extend indefinitely. If it did, it would not be a structure of learning. Invitation of confusion, chaos. Okay, let's go. Which of the following is justification? Oh, this one, very clear. When the space boundaries are violated, the quality of space suffers. We cannot have space without boundaries. That is perfect. C. It's a good passage. According to author, an effective teacher will not necessarily ensure. Oh God, these are the dangerous ones. Let's first understand what it is. Will not necessarily ensure. So effective teacher will not do something. So which means three options are what effective teacher will do, and one option is where effective teacher will not do. So three options will be as per the passage, one is not per the passage, and that is what you have to pick. Okay, the learning space boundaries exist. Yeah, that is as per the passage, so that eliminates. The silence integral part of the learning space. I think towards the end we read. Yeah, it is. Learning space is completely painless. No. I remember reading it here. Reading it here. Where was it? Yeah, I'm sure. As learning space need to be hospitable, not to make learning painful, but to make painful things possible. Okay. To say therefore the learning is completely painless is wrong. So it be C. Great. 73. According to the passage, emotionally honest learning space can only be created. Okay, we have to go back. Emotionally honest learning space. The last paragraph, which I actually skipped rather. Okay, so silence. Okay.
Finally, teacher must create emotional space in the classroom, space that allows feelings to arise and be dealt with, because submerged feelings can undermine learning. In an emotionally honest learning space, one created by teacher who does not fear dealing with teaching, the community of truth can flourish. Okay, does not. Okay, which one? A teacher who is not afraid. Oh, teacher who is not afraid of confronting feelings. Okay, that's what it is. No, yeah. Does not fear dealing with feelings. Okay, great. Anyways, we'll check the other one. A teacher committed to join in the community of truth. What does that mean? A teacher who takes care not to undermine the learning process. Vague statement. Teacher who worships critical silence. Oh, no, not mentioned on the BP. Perfect. Which of the following best describe the author's notion of learning space? It is vital that learning be accompanied by unlearning. Nothing been mentioned about unlearning. Alien concept can't be the answer. Learning encompasses such elements such as courage, dignity, and endeavor. I did not read these three statements. Okay. And effective teachers recognize the value of empathy, care for others. Okay, this may be the case. It can encourage good learners, discourage something. Oh, that is wrong. So the only thing would be C. C is good. Okay, so we've did with one more passages. That was 70 to 74. Let's do one more. Okay. Sometimes, okay. Shall I take a small, quick, deep breath? Reading 3 passages together is painful. Okay. 75 to 79. Let's say 1 hour 40 minutes. Okay, it's about 10 more minutes to hit 30. I think maybe one more. That probably touches. Where am I? So this we did about 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26. Roughly close to about 30 we have done. Okay. Yeah, good. So I'll not take too much of risk. Okay, let's take this one. Let's start. Innovations, development of new products. Innovations, we're talking about innovations. Development of new products, extension of the lines and expansion of the markets of existing products by adding new features, styles, packaging, pricing. All these inexorably belongs to an arsenal of devices in which innovation is devices by which modern company competes. So innovation is what modern company competes. So that's also the key sentences. Innovation is an abundant commodity in our society, but it's probably less abundant than many of us assume. Okay, we often mistake innovation for what is really imitation, the large and highly visible outpouring of an imitative product that was genuinely new several years previously, where a single innovator first launched. So we're talking about innovation, and author is also talking about imitation. Let's see how the story is going. Simple arithmetic tells us that there is more imitation than innovation. Great. Okay, imitation is greater than innovation. At the beginning, for every genuinely new product, there are hordes of imitators. No single company can be or can prudently afford to be an innovator as constantly as it is compelled to be an imitator. Oh, that's a good start. He's saying that you have to be both an innovator and also an imitator. Okay. And while there are greater recognized risks to innovation, there is not today an equivalent recognition of the risk of imitation. Okay. Risk of innovation is recognized, risk of imitation not recognized. So when a company comes to the market with its imitation at about the same time as the rest of the imitator, the risk is great indeed. Okay, since we live in the age of such unquestioning and often very justified faith in the virtue of innovation, there can develop in the more committed companies a one-sided system of rewards. Okay, once plaudits and promotion go clear to the innovative individuals, and rightly so, but is well aware the positive negative converse. Okay, so the author is basically saying innovation, there is imitation. Recognition is more for innovation. Okay, our rewards is for innovation, but not for imitation. Okay, the most unhappy negative effect may be the creation of an environment in which people who frequently suggest imitative practices are viewed as somehow inferior or less worthy.
Okay, taking the cues on the system of rewards, people may then systematically refrain from championing the imitative strategies upon those early implementation. The continuous bread and butter success of their of the companies depends. Hence, an affirmative policy of supporting a strategy of imitation in some organized fashion would have the virtue not only of getting necessary imitative activities into motion early, but of communicating the entire organization that while innovators are valued, so are creative imitators. So he said he needs both. Okay. It would legitimize systematic imitative thinking. Great. It makes sense, therefore, to have just as clearly and carefully developed a method of planning innovative imitation as of planning innovation itself. So he says we need imitation. Oh, that's what he's saying. He's keeping on saying both are required, innovation and imitation. While the newness of this suggestion may make it sound strange and perhaps even vaguely academic, it is useful to compare it with what we already do in related areas. Take, for example, the field of insurance. The rationale and usefulness of such policy is no more novel than is the rationale of liability insurance. Nevertheless, perhaps it is an overstatement to say that innovation is a false messiah and mistake to say that imitation is a new messiah. Okay. But to behave lopsidedly as if innovation were a messiah, especially at the awful expense of a realistic exploration of the fructifying power of more systematic imitation, would be a greater mistake. Okay, this is perfect. Both innovation and imitation required. That's all he's saying. Author depreciates, author negates the information given to these other keywords. Don't miss all the negates information. Author does not like the importance given to imitators, right? Sorry, innovators. That's what. Okay, innovators at the expense of imitators. That is great. Okay. The article indicates that there is no such person as creative imitator. No. Imitation is a new messiah. No, that's not what he's saying. That's not what he's saying. It's a good trap, but I'm not going to fall for it. He's saying innovation is a false messiah. It's a mistake to say that imitation is a new messiah. Okay. So that's not the case. Clearly, more promotion, other incentive go to the innovators, not to the. This is mentioned. Okay. A modern company should operate like an arsenal. I don't know what that means. Okay. C. As a passage, the ideal product policy involves both imitation and innovation. Both imitation, which option? Encouraging both innovation and innovative imitation. Yeah, that's what it is. Union demands not mentioned. Insurance companies not mentioned. Innovation to exclude. No. 78. Our author will probably agree. Both innovation and imitation are important. That's what he'll agree to. Innovation is more common than imitation as a means of increasing business. Yeah, probably. As a tool to increase business, imitation is more commonly used than innovation. Two firms can be equally successful if one focuses on innovation, other on imitation. The advantage, okay. This is tricky one. This is tricky. Should I go back and check? This one is slightly tricky. Innovation is an abundant commodity in our society, but it's probably less abundant than many of us assume. We have imitation. The large and highly visible outpouring imitated product that was genuinely new several years ago. Tricky one. I'm going to avoid this one. Okay, tricky. I'm going to avoid. The most appropriate title of the passage would be this. Should I? Let's check it. Okay, most appropriate passage of the title would be innovate, don't imitate. No, that's what he's saying. Both. Imitate, don't innovate. No. Imitate now. The advantage or disadvantage of innovation imitation. This is imitate now. He's definitely encouraging imitation. Okay, but D shall we try? Let's advantage, disadvantage. Where has he talked about disadvantage of imitation? No. He is not discussed any disadvantage imitation. He is just, all that is saying is that you focus should not only be on innovation. No, this can't be the one. It's okay. C. Okay, should be C. Yeah. No, one left. Okay, do we have time? We have about 5 minutes. One RC passage. Should we come back and do, or should I just try?
Which one was it? This we did 75 to 79, 85 to 89 was one passage, and there is that LR 85 to 89. This one control 85 to 89. Okay, let's check 85. So, what is the question? Can I see something? Which of the following is not part of the process? Which of the following can be inferred from the statement? Tone, this, okay, tone, inference, tone of the passage, author is, okay. Maybe two things. Let's give a quick read and check if we can answer this. We need to find the author and what the tone is. Let me give a quick read. Okay, and about one way. Science does not grow by simple accumulation. The carefully observed, criticized, and theoretically schematized knowledge that is transferred to the archive is not thereafter hoarded in secret vaults. It becomes the free property of all men, including the scientists themselves, as integral for the knowledge. Okay, he is not giving galis, but looks like a decent man who is writing something down. Nor is a scientific observer an inflexible machine, fully formed by his education, being himself involved in the generation of the new knowledge. He is continually revising his own creative and critical standard in the light of scientific progress. As the means become evident, okay, the consumer sensitive paradox seeks to conform to let's say dynamic process. It would be necessary to penetrate the obscure history of some more. Okay, so science doesn't to illustrate this dynamic process. Okay. Our immediate concern, however, is not super psychology but sociology of belief. What does it react to appearance? Looks like intelligent person who has written this. Okay, that is number one. He has not been negative at all. He has not been positive also. He's been very neutral. Okay, from 1939. But let's look at thus. Okay, a new paradigm. You see, being neutral. Okay, so let's see which one. Tone is odd. Odd is very positive. No. Contrived and verbose. No. Apathetic, analytical, and succinct. I think this would be the. That's a tone. Neutral tone. Looks analytical. Tones, author, women journalist, literary critic, not a literary critic, talking about science, a science fiction writer, no, women journalist or social scientist should be the one. Let's check one, social scientist. Here social, okay, two, knock off, okay. Yeah, so two from there. So what was the summary? How many did I do? So the RC at about what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. About 12, 14 questions. LR I did about was 5. 14 plus 5 is 19. 19 plus about 17 question. I think I'm not sure exactly. About 16 question. That's 35, not bad. 35, okay. That is actually that's thanks to all those slightly better English usage questions. Lot of words, vocabulary. If there were too many grammar questions, maybe they would have dropped down to about 30. So 30 is fine. Okay. So let's go hit maths. So you have to go to back to question number 1. Okay. Okay, maths. Let me start. So there was 4 sets of DI, 5 sets of DI. 5 sets of DI. Okay, let's be. Okay, 1 hour 30 minutes. I'm going to push about 80 minutes, so I'll leave about 10 minutes towards the end and see if I have to figure out something. Okay, is there anything much we'll have to do in the second section? Not really. I think I've done more or less it. Okay, anyway, let's see how it goes. Okay, question 1. X, which is the factor of p, and p by x, which is an integer, have 1 as a common factor. I like numbers, but this, can I substitute options? I'll come back on back. Review, I'll make a note of this. Round 1, I'll come back. Round 2, Amit chasing the car, Mumbai Express. He observed that he is just 100 meters away from the dark tunnel. Anand was already entered the tunnel and covered some distance inside. Okay,
Okay, so should I try this now? When Amit emerges from the tunnel, he can see Anand 80 meters ahead of him. Amit is driving at a speed of 12.5% faster than the speed of Amit. So far, so good. What fraction of the length of the tunnel must he have gone? Oh, sure, this is going to be a tricky one. So 2 later, I'll take a note. I'll make a note of this. 2 later. 3. Oh, this sounds okay. Okay, let's see. X cube plus ax square plus bx plus 3 and x cube plus bx square plus ax plus 2 intersect at exactly one point which lies on the x-axis, intersect at one point which lies on the x-axis, which means they have one root that has the common root. So this must be equal to this, must be equal to 0. So if I equate that, x cube will get cancelled. I get a minus b times x square, bx minus a minus b times x plus 1 equal to 0. Then what is that I need to find? I need to find a plus b. I'll probably get a minus b. Oh, this is bad. Okay, 3 later. Okay, 3 later. Fourth one. The perimeter of triangle ABC is 32 dm, decimeter. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. AB equal to BC, altitude. Okay, this is good triangle, isosceles, so let's do that. So we have ABC and AB equal to BC, these two are A, and then altitude BD measures 8 dm. Okay, so that will be BB. Perimeter is 32, 2A plus 2B equal to 32. That means A plus B should be equal to 16. Great. Find the area. I think let's use the options. Area will be what? Half base. Base is 2 times B into height is 8. So 8B. So each of this will be 8B. If this is 8B, B should be equal to 4. If B is equal to 4, we get 4 here, 8 there. We'll get an ugly A with, and therefore we will not get A plus B equal to 16. B equal to 10 from this case. 8, 10, ugly A. When I say ugly, B equal to 6, 8 so 48. 8, 6, good A. 8, 6, 10. 8, 6, 10. So 10 and 6, 16. 10 plus 6 equal to 16. Awesome. So C. Okay, one question. What is this? Telecom company. This is what, set theory? This I'll come back later. Question number 4, I should come back later. Okay. Question number 6 to 9. Let's make a note of this on the right hand side. 6 to 9 is DI. How is this DI looking like? Asian records, Indian records. So this is athletic record. How many events? So this seems to be an okay one. Okay, 6 to 9. Seems to be slightly painful, but okay. Okay, what is this? Oh, there is a relation between f of n minus 1 to f of n, then g of x equal to 8 minus 8 to can I put a value? So then I need to find out f of 0 equal to 0, then probably I'll get f of 1, f of 2, f of 3, and I'll get this, but then this. Okay, I'll come back to this later. Question number 10. One more for review. A 2-digit number is q times the sum of its digit. Oh, this is okay. This is okay. Okay. The number formed by. So let's do SQC. Let's do here only in this round. 2-digit number. Let me take any number. Let's start with 10. Is q times the sum of its digit. Sum of digit is equal to 1. So that means q equals to 10. The number formed by interchanging its digit. When I interchange the digit is 1 equals how many times the sum of the digit? This is 1 time. So this answer should be equal to 1. If I substitute q equal to 10, not this, not this, not this. 10, 11 minus 1 is 10, so 1 is okay. This is okay. This is the data sufficiency question. It's math, so this just seems a simple one. Let's see. If the question can be answered using one of the statement alone, but cannot be answered using another statement alone. You have to be careful. So which is which? Okay. Cannot be answered by other statement. Question can be answered by either statement alone. Question can be answered by using both statements together. Let's see. Cannot be answered. Okay. What is the unit digit of n into n plus 1? Given n is a positive integer, great. N is a prime number less than 10. So that is 2, 3, 5, 7,
n into n plus 1, 2 into 3, 3 into 4, 5 into 6. Each will give you different values, so that is 1 alone is not sufficient. 4 is between, n is between 4 and 7, which means n can take the value 5, n can take the value 6. 5 will give you one particular value, 6 will give another particular value. This is not done. If I combine these two, n is a prime number less than 10, and which means only possible value is 5 for n, so C. This was a simple one, okay, gift, okay. I should have. Which of the following real numbers equation? This is okay. Number of real solution, okay. Dangerous one, so probably come back later. 13, okay. 14, okay, let's see what this is. ABCD is a quadrilateral with all the sides equal in length, all sides equal in length, all sides equal in length. Great, which means it has to be a rhombus, no? The diagonals of the quadrilateral intersect the point O. If AO plus BO is equal to 20 unit, what is the maximum possible area of the quadrilateral? Rhombus maximum possible area must therefore be a square, okay? Must therefore be a square. ABCD is talking about AO plus BO is 20. This plus this is equal to 20 for a square. This must be same. So 10, 10. Therefore, this area is half base into height, half 50. There are 4 such 50. 50 into 4 is 200. Okay. 14 is okay. Find the distance between the orthocenter. Do I know orthocenter? Yes, I know orthocenter. Yeah, great. Of the triangle formed by the lines y equal to 4, x equal to, so these are good lines. These are good lines. So let's draw. Okay. So y is equal to 4 is one line. X equal to 0 is this line. 4x equal to 3y, which means what? X equal to 3 by 4 times y. And y x equal to 4, x equal to 3, something like that. No, okay. This is 4x equal to 3y. This is the triangle, and that is the right angle triangle. Right angle triangle orthocenter here, because median they intersect here. Okay. What is asked? Find the distance between orthocenter and the x-axis. This distance, that's straight 4. No, this is because y is equal to 4. Gift. Okay. 16. A function. I like functions. Value of a quadratic function is negative. Okay, so which means the function where the coefficient of ax square, a will be negative. Okay, this is negative for all values of x except x equal to 2. So that can only mean it is like that, and x equal to 2. But then it can have any shape so long as it is x equal to 2, right? Like that. Okay. So anyways, that means that the function is x minus 2 the whole square minus a, because f of x, that's what it means. Now f of 10. Okay, so f of 0 equal to 10 when, okay, f of 0 equal to 10 when x equal to 0, minus 10 equal to minus a minus 2 the whole square. Okay, so a will be about minus it cancel. 4 10 by 5 5 by 2 5 by 2. That implies this will be f of x will be equal to minus 5 by 2 into x minus 2 the whole square. F of minus 2 minus 5 by 2 minus 2 minus 4 the whole square, that will be 16. 2 and 8 into 5 is minus 40. Okay, minus 40. Okay, one more. Okay, there is another DI. Let me make a note of it. This is question number 17 to 20. And how is it? How does this look like? State assembly election held in 3 states: Uttaranchal, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh. 4 parties are there. Before the declaration actual results of the election, each party projected the number of seats that is likely to win in the state. The projections were also shown in table 1. The actual names of the parties were disguised as ABCD in no particular order. When the actual results were compared, it's observed that, oh god, is it logical reasoning or is it DI? Now this is, which of the following? Oh, this is going to be a really confusing one. Okay, maybe not, I'm not too sure. Maybe not. Anyways, 21. Cost price. Oh, this is okay. Let's see. The cost price of 6 dairy milk. The cost price of 6 dairy milk is equal to the selling price. Oh dear God. Selling price of 10 Kit Kats equal to the selling price of 10 Kit Kats. And the cost price of 6 Kit Kats is equal to the selling price of 1 dairy milk. Oh, this I'm going to be confused. 21.
later. 22nd, alpha and beta are the roots of the equation. Find the value of this. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. We have alpha beta should be equal to 5 and alpha plus beta which should be equal to 9 from there. Okay, alpha minus beta by 2 alpha, beta minus alpha by 2 alpha. Okay, we have this is minus 61 by 10 is minus 61 by 10 minus 61 by 20. Okay, my negative 122 by 10 minus 122 by 10, 61 by 10. Oh, so the sum is giving me 4 different values. So let's check the sum first. Okay, alpha plus beta, sum of the root. So we want sum of the root, which will be what? If I take what is this? 2 beta. Sorry. So if you take 2 alpha beta common, this will be what? Alpha square minus alpha beta plus beta square minus alpha beta. This will become alpha square plus beta square minus alpha beta divided by 2 alpha beta. This will be what? Alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Oh, so sorry, that is okay, minus 2 alpha beta. Minus 2 alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta minus 4 alpha beta divided by 2 alpha beta. Okay, alpha plus beta the whole square is 9. 81 minus 4 times this is 20. 20 divided by 2 into 2 into 5 is 10. What? 61 by 10. 61 by 10. Okay, alpha plus beta, this is case is what? Not the case. This is not the case. This is minus 61 by 10. So this is not the case. So this one minus 122 by 20, this will be 61 by 10. Only this. C. Okay, this is good. M is a set of positive integers such that each element is of the form 3m minus 2n, where m and n are distinct natural numbers less than 6. Which element can be expressed of the form 3m and I have to check options. Okay, should I do it now? These are Diophant equations. I'm comfortable. Should I do it now? Should I do it now? Should I do it now? Let me just try. Okay, so that each of the elements is of the form 3m minus 2n, where m and n are distinct natural numbers. So m is not equal to n. Okay, let me just, m is not equal to n, and p can be expressed in the form 3m minus 2n. Which of the following elements of p can be expressed in the form for two distinct values? So this should be equal to 3m minus 2n, this should be equal to 3m minus 2n, this should be equal to 3m minus 2n, this should be equal to 3m minus 2n. For two distinct values of m. It's also given m and n is less than 6. Okay, great. So 3m minus 2n, m equal to 1, n equal to 1 is one solution, which means the next value would be what? M will jump plus 2, m equal to 3, n will jump plus 3, n equal to what, 4, and then will be again m will jump plus 2, n will jump plus 3. So but it's less than 7. So this is, and then we are not alone, is not equal to n, we'll get just one value. So this is not the case. Okay, let's look at this one. 3m minus 2n equal to 3. Let's get 3m will be equal to 3 plus 2n. M will be equal to 1 plus 2n by 3. Okay, n equal to 3 will be the first case, and if n equal to 3, m equal to 3. Same. Okay, alright. So m will jump plus 2. M equal to 5 will be the next case, and n will jump plus 3, n equal to 6, 5, 6, then it will be greater than this, but m is not equal to n, will get just one value. Not the case. Okay, let's look at this one. 3m minus 2n equal to 7, 3m will be equal to 7 plus 2n, m will be equal to 7 plus 2n divided by 3. N can take the value 1, is it? 7 plus 2, yeah, n can be 1, will be one value, m will be 7 plus 2, 9, 9 divided by 3 is 3, and m will jump plus 2, that will be m equal to 5, n will jump plus 3, n equal to 4. Okay, two values we got, both less, yeah, two distinct values. C. Okay. What is this? Two teams A and B played a football match in January. In the first half of 50 minutes, A scored the first and only goal of the match. What is the probability? I like probability. I like probability. Okay, okay. So 50 minutes would be 10, let's say 20, let's say 30, let's say 40, let's say 50. A scored somewhere in the first half. What is the probability that team B also scored in the first half? The time lag between the goal of A was 10 minutes. Okay, time lag. So let's say if A can score anywhere here, A can score anywhere here. B will be this plus or minus 10 or in between that value. So if it is 50, it will jump. Oh God. What are the options? What is 25? 25. What is 25? 25. 5 square, 50 square, 50 square, square. It is square. No. I don't think I can. 24 is out. Not even going to solve, I think. Not get it. I don't think I'll get it. 24 I'm discarded. Okay. In arithmetic progression with the first term A and common difference is sum of the first n term is 15 and sum of the next n terms is 115. Okay. So this okay. This okay, I think. Sum of n terms is 15. Sum of next n term is 150. So what does that mean? That sum of two n terms will be equal to 200. You want to find out the value of d by. I think we can straight away use simple maths. So the first one will say, let's take this case and do something. So first one case, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d should be equal to 50. And in this case, 2n by 2 plus 2a plus n minus 2n minus 1 into d should be equal to 200. Okay, so this, let's divide these two. So n by 2 gets cancelled. This will become 4. Okay, so basically we are dividing this. Okay, so that means let's take the 4 that side. 8a plus 4nd minus 4d should be equal to 2a. Okay, sorry, 4a. No, 2 into 2 is 4. That's okay, 4a. There's that 2 there. Okay, 2 into 2. Plus 4nd, that's great news, minus 2d. 4nd gets cancelled, so 4a would be equal to 2d. What is that we need to find out? We need to find out d by a. Okay, that's it. So d by a should be equal to 2. This is okay. Should I do this? Whenever you have something that looks dangerous, and we have this n and all, no? So let's just substitute. Let's just substitute n equal to 1 and see what happens. Oh, should I do it later? Should I do it later? Tempting. We can n is greater than 3. I think this let's see. It's given Rn equal to R1 plus Sn minus 1. Sn is given as S1 into Rn minus 1. Okay, there are two things given. Okay, let's say two story given. And R1 is given as X. So R1 is given as X. S1 is given as Y. Okay. So R2 would be what? R1 into S1 will be XY. And R3 would be what? Sorry, S2 would be what? S2 would be what? S1 into R1, that is XY. Right, R3 would be what? R1 into S2. Oh, that's good. R1 is X into X2 will be equal to XY, so X square Y. S3 is what? S1 into R2. S1 is how much? S1 is Y. Y into R2 is XY. So XY square. This is R3. R4. R4 is R1 S3. X into XY square. So that makes it X square Y square. R4 will be equal to S1 into R3. S1 and R3 are the X square Y into Y. X square Y square. Great.
So R4 plus S4 would be equal to x square y square 2x square y square. Okay. Okay. Now this is saying 2x square y square, but then R5 will be different, no? Yeah. R5 will not. So any value of x is not going to be 2x square y square, but because it keep on changing x square y square, then I think x square y x cube x square y cube. Now so this can't be the answer. Okay. 2xy, I put n equal to 4, r2 plus s2, r2 plus s2, r2 plus xy, 2xy, that makes it 4xy, not the answer. Xy into r equal to r1 plus x1, x plus y, no, not this. Xy into r2 plus 2xy, with 2x square y square. Okay, D. Okay, this is great. Minimum possible value. Can I use some SQC? Okay, minimum possible value. 1 plus P into 1 plus Q and 1 plus minimum possible value of this is this. Minimum possible value. P equal to 1, Q equal to 1, R equal to 1, S equal to 1. So 8 is what? 1 plus K times 1 raised to N. K equal to 7. PQR is a real positive number. What is the value of K times M? Oh, this not happening. I think I'll chuck it completely. Where is my chuck list? 27. 27 is something that will chuck completely. Okay, next one. 28 to 30. 28 to 30. And the deal, let me make a note of this. 28 to 30. Following chart depicts the number of cases running in 3 layers of Indian duty system 1st January of 8th. Okay. Cases running different codes. This is what E. Oh, okay. Number of cases running. Oh dear God, dear Lord. What is the minimum number of new cases? Oh God, this maximum minimum. This is going to be one hell of a DI. Okay. What is it probably? 3 points are chosen at random on a circle, and a triangle is formed by taking 3 points. 3 chosen points as vertices. Okay, 3 chosen points. 3 chosen points. What is the probability that the sign line lies in the circle? Okay. This. So this can be done. I like probability. Okay, last question was a disaster, but now it is ego fight. Should not happen. Okay, let's see if I divide. What you essentially want all the 3 points to be not on one side. You essentially want 2 points on one side and 1 point on the other side. Okay, that's what you want. You don't want them becoming in one time. Okay, that's what you want. Okay, great. So that means you don't want them in this side. Each point has got, if I divide any triangle half, each point has got 2 choices. Total number of choices for the 3 points is 2, 2, 2. Out of which 2 points can be one side or the side, or 1 point on this side and 2 points on the other side of that. Okay. So there are 2 cases, 1 by 4. Okay. 31. 32. CAT, which is an online exam, is conducted in 48 slots with 60 questions. In each slot divided into 2 sections, namely QA and VL. Find the minimum number of questions required to conduct the exam. Okay. So there are, let's try this. There are 1 to 48 slot. Okay. Each slot has got what, 60 questions each. Okay. And divided into QA and VL. What is saying? Find the minimum number of questions. I want to minimize the number of questions. So that basically means what? Maximum number of repetition of questions. No? Okay. That's when the minimum happens. Questions required to conduct the exam is the maximum number of common questions. Maximum number of questions cannot be more than 2. Okay. Oh, this is straight. So one question cannot be used more than twice. The total number of questions that you have is 48 times 60. One question cannot be used more than time. That will be 24. That is what? 144. 1440. Yeah. Okay, great. This one is okay. Let's put some value of n and see some SQC. Let's hope it works. F of x minus y equal to f of x minus f of y, where x and y are real numbers. F of 1 is given to be equal to 10. Okay. So what you'll get? You'll get f of 2 minus 1 equal to f of 1. Maybe you'll get f of 2 if you get f of 3. Okay. Let's see what it's saying. And f of a minus 1 plus f of a minus 2, a minus n. Let's take one case and see what happens if I put n equal to 1 here. This becomes f of a minus 1 equals 5 times 1 into 3 minus 1. So 5 times 1 into 3 minus 1. So f of a minus 1 is 5 minus equal to 10. Lucky! F of 1 is given as 10. F of a minus 1 equal to 10. So a minus 1 should be equal to 1. A should be equal to 2. Yes, you're lucky. But that's okay. Marks are marks. Marks are given for steps. Not given for steps, by the way. Only for answer. What is saying? The length of each side of a cube is increased by 20% of its original length. By what percentage will be total surface area? 6a square. So what? Am I reading this question right? This is that simple. Well, length of each edge of a cube is increased by 25. Each edge of this cube is increased by 25%. What is the percent total surface area? What is it? Yeah, I'm reading it right. 25% up and 25% up. 25 plus 25 plus 25 into 25 upon 100. 56.25. 56.25. Oh, gift. Alright, base. I like base. Find the largest number in base 10 that will give the same number of digits when converted when base 5 to base 7. Okay, so this I can do. Base 5, 1, 2. In base 5, this position is 1 place. This is 5. This is what? 25. This is 125. Then goes. Then goes till 3, 1, 2, 5. Base 7. 1, this position is 1, 7, 49, 343, 2401. Okay, we don't need the next one. Okay, we need the largest number or the same number of digits. So if I have 3125 requires a 3125. It'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits in 5. 3145 will be here 1 and then some other digit 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it will be different number of digits. It will be 3124 actually. So 3124 in 5 will be this 5-digit number, and it will be some number with starting with 1 and then some digits. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 3124. This is perfect. Okay. Smallest integer that satisfies inequality. Smallest integer satisfies inequality. There's a none of these, but that's okay. Minus 4. Let's try this. These are the things given. Smallest integer. Okay, so we have these values. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's push in minus 4, smallest one. Minus 4 plus 3, numerator negative, denominator minus 4 square, then the minus of minus, denominator will be positive, net will be negative. Okay, it will be negative, so not possible, not 4. 3 clearly it becomes equal to 0. 3 it becomes 0. Neither positive. Minus 2, what happens? Minus 2 positive, numerator positive, minus 2 4, minus 2 positive. So plus a positive. Minus 2. What is the only problem? What happens? Minus 5 negative, 5 square 25 minus of minus 5 positive. Okay, any other has to be negative, so its value is minus 2. Okay, great. This is another DI 39 to 42, 39 to 42, 36, 37, 39. Okay. 37 to 39. Okay. First digit pin code. First digit is something. Second digit is something. Third digit is something. If article is delivered from region code, okay, some specific conditions given, so maybe not, depending upon how complicated this condition is. Oops, my pen fell down. Just a second. Wasting on. Oh, sorry. So this is, we'll definitely look at it. What happened to the timer? Okay.
Oh, that's my. Oh god. Okay, timer is back. Oh, it was running 1 hour. 1 hour left. Okay, a lot of time. It's okay. 37 to 39. Okay, 40. In order to make a total of 68, 1/4 of the money left with Ravinder falls short by 1/7 of the money available with. Oh God, God, God! What does that sentence mean? 1/4 of the money available with Ravinder falls short by 1/7 of the money available with. Well, I'll come back and break my head later. 40 is something. Later. Okay, what does this mean? Number of possible combination. I like permutation combination. One. A is a set. A is a set 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. B is a subset of A, and C is a subset of B. B is a subset of A. So B can take 2 raised to 5, 32. And C is a subset of B. Okay, well, one second. So it's always good to think in terms of these numbers. Okay, so there is a set B and there is a set C. It can be a null set, but it has to go from here and then here, which means there are these cases available. So it can be in, a particular number can be in set B, can be in set C. Okay, that's one case. Can be in set B but cannot be in set C. Okay, cannot be in set B, that automatically will not be in set C because you get the 3 cases. Each number would have 3 cases. 3 raised to 5, 243. Okay, null set is allowed. No, null set is allowed. Okay, yeah. So 42. What are we here? 5 spheres, each of radius 1 centimeter, placed on a road of width 3 meter, as mentioned above. Find the shortest distance between A and B. Is kept in 3 meter, where A and B are the center of the first and fifth spheres respectively. Normally you can just in these kind of questions you take the centers and connect the centers. This distance is what you need to find. No, does it touch? It looks like touching. Let's assume if it touch, what happens? So okay, let's if I connect like this, can I get this? This is 1, this will be 1, this will be 1. Okay, so 2 and 1, this will be root 3. This is 1, this is another root 3, this is another root 3, this is another root 3, 4 root 3. But will it touch? It's worth taking as 4 root 3. Each will be 2 and 1 root 3, then there are 4 such root 3. Okay, great. What is this saying? Ram runs around a circular track. So these are for 2 questions, 43 and 44. Awesome. It looks okay. Let's see. Ram runs around a circular track of 9,000 meters, which has a wall tangential to it. Dear God. Lamp post at the center of the track. It starts running in a clockwise direction from the point where the wall is tangential to the track. Oh, okay. I don't even know whether I will come back to this question. But anyways, I will 43 to 44. I'm going to keep it aside for review. 45 to 48. How does this look like? There's one more DI. 45 to 48. Mittal runs a workshop, manufactures rolls, unit of rolls, steel sheets, customized to the man purchases preference. The workshop has agreements to manufacture 4 units and 5 units per day for Arcelor and Solid Steel Limited respectively. Okay. There are 3 processes saying following table. Oh my God, machine is set with this is deadly. I don't know whether I can do this. What is the question? Oh God. So out of the 5 DI, bad news, really, I'm guessing 2. About 6 questions if I can do will be awesome, which means I have to hit about 24 questions in quant if I have to hit a 30. So far, yeah, it's okay. Let's review, small review once I've touched here. Okay. Okay, this I know I like this, guys. Huh? I like algebra. most of the time, actually, not always. For what value is the wave, would the following equation have a infinite solution? Let's forget this. So we have, let's take this function f of x. I normally do quick graph of this. So there are 2 points where it will change direction at 5 and at 10. At 5 the value will be 0, 5 minus 10 modulus of that is minus 5, modulus of that is 5. At 10 this will be 0, 10 minus 5 is 5. The function will take the value 5, so this goes like this, and the function will be this. At a equal to 4 this is 5, no, this is 5. At a equal to 4 we have no solution. At a equal to 5.5 you will get 2 solution, and a equal to 5 you have in solutions for all values between 5 and 10. Are it saying integers for real values? No, so infinite would be at x equal to 5. Okay, one more. The product of number of diagonals of two distinct polygons with side n1 and n2 is 40. Let me put all the values. So diagonal nc2 minus n, diagonals, number of diagonals nc2 minus n. Okay, if you don't know that, gone. Okay, but nc2 minus n. 4-sided figure, 2 diagonals. 5-sided figure, 5c2. 5c2 is 10. 10 minus 5 diagonals. 6c2 minus n, 6 into 5 divided by 1 into 2. 15 minus 6, 9 diagonals. 7c2, 7 into 6 divided by 1 into 2. 21 minus 7, 14 diagonals. 8c2, 8 into 7 divided by 1 into 2. 28 minus 8, 20 diagonal, 20. Product is 40. I can already see this. So sum of the sides, 8 plus 4 is 12. This is already there. So okay, this goes. But what cannot be determined? What does cannot be determined mean? Cannot be determined essentially mean there is one more value which kind of satisfies the condition. One more value. Can it be one more? Okay, 5 into 8 hona chahiye for the next one. 5 into 8, but then we have 9 into nothing, so it's just one value. Okay, 8 plus 4 is 12. Okay, great. So there were about 34 questions, no? What I put on review is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 questions I put on review. About 1 2 3 4 questions I didn't solve. 4 5 questions I didn't solve. About 15 I would have done now. That's my gut feeling. What do we do? Let's hit DI first before we come back. Too much of maths. Let's hit the first DI. 6 to 9 and 37 to 39 is what I thought would be the two ones. So I'll start with first 6 to 9. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, this one. Following charts of the world Olympic, Asian and Indian records in 5 athletic events up to December 2004 and up to August 2008. So this athletic records up to December 2004. This is athletic records up to August 2008. Up to December 2004, up to August. Okay. What is given? A record is said to be broken when a better record replaces an event. So the Indian record is 29. The Asian record is 32. The Olympic record is 32. Is the same guy running? Okay, in an event, each record can be created by 1 and 3 only. Great. Which means, let's understand this. All that it means, if this is 32 and this is 32, whoever has got this record must be the same guy. So Asian guy made the same record. Okay, easy to interpret. Okay. Good one. So let's look at this guy. So this is whoever is this guy, the same guy who broke this record. Okay. Here, whoever is this gentleman was this record. Whoever is this guy was this record. In this case, the same guy chap was this record, as well as this record. Here, all are different people. Here, I think whoever was this guy was this record. Okay. This is Indian javelin. Oh, awesome. And Indian is hitting all these 4 records. Indian is an Asian. Can I assume that? Yeah, Olympic is world. Okay. And then okay, so this 20 is by this fellow, this guy, and 25 separate.
this was made by this guy, this was made by this fellow, all different. Okay, and then you want to interconnect. Let's see that. So this is the basic interpretation of the graph. Let's see how it goes. In how many events up to August 2008? Up to August 2008, great. Did a non-Asian athlete hold a world record? Non-Asian athlete hold a world record. Non-Asian here, world record. Asian, this Indian is an Asian. No, the Asian held the world record. Here is a non-Asian. Which is Asian? Asian is this guy, this fellow. Asian. So this is one high jump. This is Akela. This is also non-Asian. This is also non-Asian. So 4. Great. In the year 2004, which athlete even? There is a trick. It says in the year 2004. This is up to 2004. So I don't know whether this was happened in the year 2004. That we cannot be determined. In September 2008, so this was immediately after this event. Okay, September 2008. An Indian athlete Sunita Rani wanted to create an Olympic record without breaking Olympic record previously held by an Asian. Okay, so if then how many at most how many of the given events could she create that Olympic record? Okay. So previously held by an Asian, no? Okay, now basically previously held by an Asian. This one Olympic record, she was without breaking the Olympic record previously. Which has been non-Asian holding Olympic record. Yeah, non-Asian holding Olympic record. Asian holding Olympic record. This one is this is the non-Asian holding Olympic record. This is the Asian holding Olympic record. A non-Asian holding Olympic record. A non-Asian. That'll be 3. What is the minimum number of events in which a non-Asian broke the Olympic record during the period from January 2005 to August 2008? January 2005 to August 2000 is between these two periods. Okay, so we have to connect these two graphs. It's saying what is the minimum number of events in which a non-Asian broke the Olympic record? Non-Asian broke the Olympic record. This was 32 Olympic record broken, Asian broke it. This was 12, this remained 12, nobody broke it. This is 10, 10, 12, there's no change, okay. Minimum number he asked, no, minimum, okay, not maximum, minimum he asked, no. But I mean cannot be determined otherwise, yeah, minimum, okay, great. So 20, 20, 20 and then 20, 20, 20, 20, minimum, no, not 1. This is non-Asian 9 to this is non-Asian 1, okay, 1 case 7. This is non-Asian would have broken, okay, non-Asian, right? Okay, 2 will be the minimum case. Okay, great. So 1 DI knocked off. Let's do one more DI. 46 minutes. Okay, we need about round 2. We have some maths. This is second DI. Second DI I'm gonna think, which is I decided I'll do 37 to 39. No, 37 to 39. Where is 37? Okay, there. Okay. The postal pin in India follows the following number system. Digit 1. Okay, there are 6 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then what is it? Digit 1 is the leftmost digit. Okay, great. The first pin code indicates a region. According to the postal index code, India divided into 9 regions. Okay, so this is the region. Second digit indicates a sub-region, for example Gujarat Maharaja. Okay, this is the sub-region. The third digit indicates a sorting district within the region. So this is the district. 4 to 6 assigned to individual post box offices within. So this is post offices. Okay. What is given? Delivery charges vary according to the distance and the weight of the article to be posted. The express delivery service of Indian postal system charges as following.
If the article is to be delivered in a region whose code is 2 more or less than the source code. Okay, difference is 2, that is what I'm saying. 50 is charged, else 70 is charged. So what is doing? Saying that if a region 1 difference region 2 equals to 2, then that is 50. If region 1 difference, otherwise it is, else it is 70, which means the same, no charge. Okay, so that is one case. The article delivered the same region but different sub-region, same region, sub-region code destination 3 more or less of the source code, so 35 charge. Okay, article delivered the same sub-region for different district. Okay, it's giving 1. Okay, this is okay, this is okay. Article will be delivered in the same district but within the limit of different post offices if the post office code destination. Okay, so it's giving different cases. Okay, good. The above tariff will be exclusive of taxes. The taxes will have to be paid extra as notified with central government time to time. Okay, okay, good. So then he says, okay, shall I note this down? Okay, it's okay, I can use this only. Let's see the question. Pankaj 482001 is what I can see. Jabalpur wants to send an articles to 182023. So this difference is 3, which basically tells us that I need to charge this one. No region difference, I need to charge 70 bucks. So I need to charge 70 bucks for this. Anyway, it has to be greater than 70. Only one option. Okay. The tax rate changes to 10.5%, and Harshu stays in Lucknow with pin code so 262105. This is region, sub-region, I think so, district and postcode. Okay. Sends a letter to a friend staying in Thiruvananthapuram as the amount of 38.675. Okay, and 10.5%. Okay, so amount plus 10.4, sorry, amount plus 10.5% of the amount would be equal to 38.675. Okay. I can see 30, I can see 35. Is it 35? Is it 35? Does it come 35? 35 plus 10% of 35 is 3.5. 5% of 35 is 1.75. 0.1% of 35 is 0.175. So that's 38.175. Oh, great. So amount has to be 35. So amount is 35, which clearly means it cannot be greater than 50. So this has to be equal to 2. So where else is 35? I can see a 35 here. I can see a 35 there. Okay. If the article delivered the same region but different sub-region, 3 more or less than 35. So it has to be 3, but option is 2, 6 and 6. Okay, that's the same sub-region. This is 2. 2 difference is 4. If it is 4, I will charge 45, no? So it's clearly not this one. Okay. 2, so both options says 6. Okay. Then comes, then if it says 6, 35 is here. Same sub-region, different district. 1, if it is 1, then 25, otherwise it is 35. So 1 is 25, otherwise it is 35. 1 is 25, otherwise it is 35. This is 2, 4. Oh, this will be okay. Great. And is there any other case charge? If article delivered the limit to the same possibility, then flat. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, so it'll be this 264, option B. Dhruv sends 524015 region and to Vizag, which is 52513. So this is same, this is same, this is different. So that's a third case. This is this one. 1 more or less should have been 25. You should have paid 25 bucks plus tax. You paid 35, so tax is 10 bucks. 10 on 25. 2 on 5. 40% tax. Awesome. Okay, one more DI set done. So I think if I go to one more DI, I'll be a pain. Let's go to the max that I left one by one. So I have to go to question one that I left. Okay, we have about 40 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions I kept. So okay. So I'm going to spend the entire 90 minutes here, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Control P. Okay. X. Let's see what it means. X, which is the factor of P. X is a factor of P. P minus X is an integer. So X and P minus X is what you're looking at, no? Have only one common, so they are co-prime. X and P minus X are co-prime. That is what is given. If P is always divisible by this, I'm going to take specific case. I'm sure I'm going to take specific case. I'm going to look at the options. Which of the following is a possible value of P? P. Can I look at this? Okay. X into P minus P by X equal to P, no? So can I simply say that this is trying to break 24 into product of two number which is co-prime. So if it is 24, I can say it is either 8 or 3 or 3 or 8. Okay, do you have to consider both the cases? Anyway, given X plus P by X, so it doesn't matter. So the permutation doesn't matter. Let's take combination only. 8 and 3 is only case. So it says that P is always divisible by it. So 24 should be divisible by 8 plus 3 is 12. 12 minus 1 is 11. 24 is not divisible by 11. Option A goes. Option B 28. 7 4 is 28. 4 and 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 minus 1 is 10. 28 is divisible by 10. No. 36. 9 4 is 36. Any other way? No. 9 4 is 36. 9 4 is 36. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 minus 1 is 12. 36 divided by divisible. So C. Okay. 1 knocked off. Okay. 2. Let's try this. Amit is chasing Anand in his car on Mumbai Pune Express Highway. He observed that he is just 100 meters away from a dark tunnel. So there is a dark tunnel. So he is now 100 meters away from the dark tunnel. This is Amit. Anand has already entered the tunnel. So covered some distance. So here is Anand. Okay, this is 100 meters away. Sorry, this distance 100. Okay. When Amit just emerges from the tunnel, he can see. Okay, so that's story 2. Story 2, what happened? When Amit reached here, he's saying, you can see Anand 80 meters ahead of him. This is Anand. Okay. So Amit is driving at a speed 12.5 faster. So 12.5 is 1 by 8, 9 by 8. So Amit is to Anand, the speed is 9 is to 8. So distance will also be 9 is to 8. Okay. What fraction of the tunnel? So let's take, this is X. Let's say that is, let's D. So this will be D. So time taken for Amit to travel a distance of 100 plus D plus 80, 180 plus D. Okay. Should be equal to D minus X. So 100 plus D. 100 plus D. This is where Amit start on D plus 80. What does it mean? 100 plus D divided by D minus X plus 80 should be equal to 9 by 8. Oh, round 3, if there is one exist. I'm not getting this. Third. No. Let's this I've tried once. There is something another. This I've not read. Okay, those are priority ones. I have to keep a track of these things. Priority ones. Fifth one. Okay. 3 telecom companies. So this is set. No. CTL, Telecom Consultant Israel, work together. Okay, so that's so C. Then there is a C. Then we have a T and we have I. Working together. Okay. So C and T. Oh, I can't see this. So I'll have to. Let me use the PDF. Question number. Okay. Then says CTL and ITL are working together without ITL on 12 project. C and TCL is working together without ITL with 12 projects, so that makes it 12. CTL and ITL works on 5 projects together without TCL. C and I is working without TCL, that is 5. Okay. C is working on total of 26 projects, so this is total is 26. I and T are working on 14 project each, so this is 14 project each. Okay. Out of the total 36 ongoing project in Afghanistan, so the total project is 36. If CTL works alone in as many projects, the sum of the okay, let's read this. If CTL works alone in as many projects, these projects, as the sum of the project when ITL and TCL are working individually, this is equal to this plus this. Then what will be this? How many are working together without CTL though? Okay, great. So this is done. Okay, so totally 36. Let's put some value. We don't know this. Let's put this X. Let's put this Y, and we have to find out Y. Okay, Y is what is asked. Okay. And therefore this is 12. We have to go till 14. 2 more. We have an X. Let's remove that. We have a Y. Let's remove that. So that'll be that part. 2 minus X minus Y. 17. We have to go till 26. That we need 9. We have an X. We'll remove the 9 minus X. 5. We have to go till 14. 9. We have an X minus X minus Y. Okay. If I add all this, I should get 31. This one is already a 14. Okay, let's count just like that. 14. 14 plus 12 plus 12, 14, 28, 29, 28 plus 9 is 37. So 37 minus x, so minus 2x minus y should be equal to 36. That means 2x plus y should be equal to 1. Okay, we got one equation here. And the second last line, where is that second last line? Yeah, it's here. CTL works alone in as many projects as the sum of the project on which ITL and TCL are working individually. Okay. So 9 minus x, this should be equal to this plus this. 2 minus x minus y plus 9 minus x minus y. 9 minus x, 9 minus cancel. So what does that tell me? X plus 2y equals to 2. Okay, x plus 2y equals to 2. That's the second equation. We need to find the value of y. So let's remove x. So multiply the 4x. There'll be 4. 3y equals to 3. Y is equal to 1. Okay, one more. Okay, so now we have one more. We did this. So let's try this one. Okay. Let's get a handle of this first. Okay. So f of 0 equal to 0. So when f of 0 n equal to 1. When I substitute n equal to 1, f of 1 will be equal to f of 0 plus n equal to 1. 2 minus 1, 1. That implies f of 1 will be 0 plus 1 will be equal to 1. F of 2 will be equal to what? F of 1 plus 2, 4, 3. Okay, so it will be f of 1 will be equal to 1 plus 3 equal to 4. F of 3 will be, I'm sure, f of 2 plus 5. F of 3 will be equal to 9. So these are square. Okay, great. Okay, so these are square of numbers. So which means f of 3 will be f of 9. So g of 9 plus 33 square. Put g of whatever is a 33 square plus g of 333 square. G of 333 square. Okay. We need to find the value of g of x. Okay, g of x. So we need to find the value of each of these. No. Okay, g of x. G of 9 would be equal to 9 minus 9 times, what is this? This is fractional part. So 9 by 8 will be 1 plus 1 by 8. So fractional part will be 1 by 8. 1 by 8. So what am I saying? 8 minus 8. Oh dear God. Okay. 8 minus 8 into... this is fatigue happening, no? Fatigue towards the end, yeah. 8 minus 8, 1 by 8. I think y it cancel will be equal to 7. So g of 33 square. So fractional part, what I can see is this will actually be the remainder, right? When you divide by 8. Yeah, 1 remains. Yeah, that will be the top. Okay. So g of 33 square, 8 minus 8 times something by 8 hoga. This guy on top will be remainder when 33 square is divided by 8. So 33 divided by 8 is 1. 33 square will be 1 square will be equal to 1. Again the same thing, it will give me a 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. Already 14. Yeah, so maybe a 20. Okay, I can eliminate 0 and 1. Okay, by the way, I have to keep a 20. Sorry. Okay, but anyways, let's look at 333 square. So it'll be same 8 minus 8 times we have to find out 330 square. 333 divided by remainder 32, then 13, 13, 13, 8, 5. 5 remainder is 5. So remainder is 5. 333 gives a remainder 5. 330 square has to be 25. 5 square is 25. 25 divided by 8 remainder is equal to 1. So same story. Okay, again 7. 7 plus 7 plus 7, 21. Okay, one more knocked out, we knocked out 10 and 12. So should I do this? Is there anything else that I didn't touch first? Let's go that. I didn't even see. I didn't see this. Okay, okay. This is done. This is done. 43, 44. Shall we try this one? Okay, let's try this one. About 20 minutes, maybe. Okay, so control A. Let's go to 13. Shall I try this one? Let's try this one actually. Okay, maybe 2 more and then fight with one more RC problem. Sorry, one more DI. Control P. Let's see this. Okay, so number of real solution for, let's take for the first case equal to y. That gives me 4y square plus 8y minus 21 is less than 0. So minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac. 4ac 416. 21 into 16. 21 into 16. 16, 32, 336. 336 by twice of a 8. That'll be 400. Root of 400 is 20 minus 8 plus minus 20 by 8. That is minus 4 plus minus 10 by 4. 6 by 4 is 3 by 2. So y 3 by 2 is this 3 by 2, and minus 10 minus sorry 10 minus 4 minus 10 minus 14 7 by 2 minus 7 by 2. So okay, this is between minus 7 by 2 and 3 by 2. That is the value of y equal to, but this is an integer, okay, is less than, so it has to be in between these two things. Okay, so this is 1.5, no, and this is what minus 3.5. so we can see minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0 and 1. Okay, so this gives a 5 solution, which are these. Okay, now what is this? X minus 2xx. Okay, this is fine. So if I put equal to y, in this case all that is saying x square minus 2xy plus y square, so that will be x minus y the whole square, right? So x minus modulus of x the whole square equal to 1 by 4. That implies x minus round x will be equal to half, or 0.5. X minus round x should be equal to 0.5. X minus round x should be equal to 0.5. X minus round x should be equal to 0.5. That implies when x will be equal to 1.5, 1 or 2.5, 2. Okay, any 0.5. What about minus 2.5? Will be 3. Okay, which means it has to be 0.5. Okay, x has to be 0.5. So x can take the value 1 here 1. X can take the value these values, but we need round x. So round x, number of real solution for the pair of equations. Okay, so x can take the values. Okay, x can take the values in from here 1.5 inner range. It can take the value which is 1.5, 1.5, 0.5 minus minus 1.5 minus 2.5 minus 3.5. Is that in the range? Yeah. Four, is it? Oh, waste of time. Okay, one second. One value is this. 1.5 is here. Can you take the value 1.5? Is less than 1.5. More or less is less than 1.5. More, okay, round is less than 1.5. So you can take 5 values. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values. 5 values, okay. 13. Okay, which one should I do next? Sorry. Let's try it to one more DI. This is 17 to 20. We're done about what? About 25, 20. 17 to 20, 17 to 20. 17 to 20. Oh, let's do that. 28 to 30. Control P. 28 to 30. Okay, let's try this one. Following chart depicts the number of cases running in 3 layers of Indian judicial system on 1st January of the years 2013 and 2014, as well as the status of the cases filed in the lower courts after 1 year. In general, based on the data in the preceding years, all the cases take exactly 1 year for a verdict to be given to them. Okay. So 1st of January. So on 1st of January, how many is pending? 1st of January 2014, how much is pending? Okay, it takes 1 year. Neither any new case was filed in the lower court on 1st of January 2001, nor did any higher court each case. So all this is pending as basically came from the previous year. Okay, great. What is given? Number of cases running in different courts as on 1st of January of the respective years. So 20%, 30%, 10%, 10%, 30%. Okay. General status of cases in lower courts of Uttar Pradesh. Oh, I said Uttar Pradesh. Is it? Uttar Pradesh. Okay. After 1 year of their filing, no case was reported to. Okay, no case was reported to High Court directly. All cases in the High Court came through appeal or were transferred by the lower courts to them. So more too. The subject matter of the case in question fell outside jurisdiction of the lower courts. Exactly 50% of the case in which accused acquitted. Oh God. Dangerous, but let's try at least one. What is the minimum number of new cases that must have been filed after 1st of January 2013 in the lower courts? Minimum number of cases that should be filed. Minimum number of cases that should be filed. So there is no choice but okay. Minimum number of new cases filed. So minimum number of new cases filed essentially mean that out of these 30,000, the 30,000 which was here, 30% were pending. 30% pending. So 9,000 is definitely going to be, whatever happens, 9,000 has to go that side. Okay. The maximum convicted. Okay. 9,000 should has to go that side. So what is it? 40 minus 9,000. 31,000. Does just about make sense? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? What is the minimum number of new cases that must have been filed after 1st of January 2013 in the lower courts? This is general status of the case in lower courts. When no case was reported to the High Court directly, all cases in the High Court came through appeal or were transferred by the lower courts to them suo motu. The subject matter of the case is in question fell outside the jurisdiction of the lower court. In exactly 50% of the cases in which the accused is acquitted or convicted, an appeal will be filed in the higher court. The cases transferred to higher court 20%. What does pending mean? Okay, new cases that must have been filed. Okay, great. Okay, makes correct. So, which basically means there are some cases that got transferred to higher court and so on and so forth. The pending is whatever happens, 9,000 has to be pending, which means minimum of 31,000. Cases transferred to high courts, cases acquitted. Okay, but these are all there. So, which means 31,000. Okay, one done. What is the minimum percentage of the High Court case of 2013? Minimum percentage of High Court cases of 2013 that may still be pending. Oh, dangerous. Okay, one I could knock off. What is the maximum value of ratio of the case transferred within the High Court? No. Not happening. Okay, one probably, one happened. Okay, what about this case? I didn't even touch this. That's a bad idea. Okay, let's probably try this one now. Now it's about figuring out which round. Let's try this. Okay, wait. So let's go this. Let's at least read this and see if we can do. Mithil runs a small workshop which manufactures units of rolled steel sheets customized to the purchaser's preference. The workshop has the agreements to manufacture 4 units and 5 units per day for Arcelor and Solid Steel Limited. The manufacturer required 3 continuous process: pressing, cutting and punching. No, 2 machines pressing continuous. Okay, that's okay. So there are 2, 4 and 3 machines for pressing, cutting and punching. This is going to be tough. This is genuinely tough. Interruption. So this I'm going to avoid completely. Okay, I'm not going to touch this. Okay, decision made. This we did. This I'm not going to touch. Decision made. This, let me see what to do with this one. Ram runs around a circular path. Length is 9,000, which has a wall tangential to it. Okay, there's a wall which is tangential to it, and lamp post at the center of the track. He starts running in clockwise from the point where the wall is tangential. It takes 50 minutes for the first time to reach a point on the track where a shadow cast on the wall is twice his height. Like something like that, no? He has reached a point, shadow cast on the wall is twice his height. What this is it? Oh, avoid. 43, 44 avoided. Okay, 40 we did, 41 we did. Okay, let's try this one. In order to make a total of 60, okay, in order to make a total of 68, 1/4 of the money available with Vikram falls short by 1/7 of the money available by Vikram. So, okay, so we need to make 68, 1/4 of the money available by Vikram. So, let's say Vikram had 1/4 of the money available. Vikram had 1/4. It fell short. Oh, okay. This fell short to make 68. How much does it fall short by? It falls short by 1/7 money available to Ravinder. Okay, this is 68. Okay. In order to make rupees of 75, 1/4 the money available with Ravinder, 1/4 the money available with Ravinder fell short by 1/7 of the money available with Vikram. Okay. If both of them are integral number of rupees, how many distinct values of amount Vikram is possible? So, which means integral values of rupees, something divided by 4, something divided by 7, 1 by 7, which essentially mean that V has to be a multiple of 4 and V also R has a multiple of 7. Otherwise, it doesn't work, right? Unless what? Unless they are 28. Is it multiple of? Oh yeah, it has to be a multiple of 7. 4, 7. Otherwise, how will it be an integer? Because this is 7 and that is 4. Okay, no, not okay. Both has to be a multiple of 4 and 7. So 4 and 7 both has to be a multiple of 28. So V is some 28A and R is some 28B. Okay, so that implies V is 28A. So 7A plus 7a plus 4b should be equal to 68, and 4a plus 7b should be equal to 75. Okay, if I subtract these two things, 3 times 3a minus 3b equal to or 3b minus 3a is 75 minus 68, 75 minus 3, 7 should be equal to 7. 3 times b minus a should be equal to 7, but then b and a has to be a multiple of must be an integer, therefore this is not possible, so no value is possible. Okay, one more. Okay, one more is done. This is done. This we did, this we did, this we did. Okay, this we did, this we did, this we did, this I did. Oh, egg. Now I'm not going to touch it anymore. Okay, 14. Shall I do this? Okay, let's try something else. So yeah, maximum possible. Maximum. Not ringing bell. So 26 I'm going to ignore. 26, 27, 26. This we did. This we did. 23, 22 I did. Okay, shall I try this one? Okay, let's try this one. The cost price of 6 dairy milk. Okay, dairy milk, let's say cost price is X, and the Kit Kat, let's say cost price is Y. The cost price of 6 dairy milk equals to the selling price of, so this is cost price. Okay, cost price. What is selling price? It's 6 dairy milk. Cost price of 6 dairy milk is equal to selling price of 10 Kit Kats. It's selling price of 10 Kit Kats. So selling price of 1 Kit Kat will be this much, no? So 3 by 5 times X. 3 by 5 times X is the selling price of 1 Kit Kat. Okay. Then comes okay, and the cost price of 6 Kit Kat. 6 times Y is the selling price of 1 dairy milk. 6 times Y would be the selling price of 1 dairy milk. Okay. The net percentage of sales of a dairy milk and a Kit Kat. So X plus selling price would be equal to 3 by 2 of the cost price. Okay. So that implies what? Selling price. I'm missing something. Selling price would be 3 by 5 times X plus 6 times Y would be equal to 3 by 2 of X plus 3 by 2 of Y. So let's say this is 3x, 3 by 5 times X plus 30 by 5 times Y, which will be equal to 3 by 2 times X plus 3 by 2 times Y. So let's take it to 6 times X plus 60 times Y would be equal to 15 times X plus 15 times Y. Okay, so this is what, 9x 45y. X would be equal to 5y. X equal to 5y. This is 5y. So this is 5y. Find the profit percentage of sale of each Kit Kat. What do we do? Okay, this is y. X equal to 5y. 5y. So 5y, 3y. 3y. Y to 3y. 2y. 2y 100. 200%. Okay. Okay, not bad. So after a little bit, I don't know what I did. X5. Okay, we could do this one. 21 is done. 20 we didn't do. This set we didn't do. No. Okay, any maths left? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Okay, this one. Okay, let's. I'm very about that particular DI set. The looks of it, I don't. Okay, so this I've given up. This after. Okay, so the only thing that needs to be done is those two sets. I'll make a decision, or maybe then go back and do the next one. Okay, so let's do this one. So okay, so we have x minus what? Okay, dear God. Okay, this is a minus b times x square
So minus a minus b times x should plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, now they have exactly 1 point. So there can be just one value that satisfies this equation. If for it be one value that satisfies the equation, it must be, this quadratic must have just one root. So which means discriminant should be equal to 0. Okay, so a minus b the whole square minus 4 times a minus b should be equal to 0. That implies a minus b minus 4 times a minus b should be equal to 0. Now a minus b cannot be equal to 0, no? If a minus b equal to 0, then 1 will be equal to 0. How is that possible? So a minus b should be equal to 4. A minus b equal to 4, then this guy becomes 4x squared minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. I'll get the root. Yeah, I'll get the root. Then I get a plus b. Okay, I don't know. Do I get root? Okay. Shall I take this root? Minus b plus minus root of b squared. What am I doing? This is 2x plus 2x minus 1 the whole square, no? Okay, what am I doing? Yeah. X equal to half. X can take the value half. That is the root. Okay, so x is half. Okay, let's clear this. X equal to half. Okay, x equal to half, which means x cube half 1 by 8 plus a 1 by 4, a by 4 plus b by 2 plus 3 should be equal to 0. And also second guy is 1 by 8 plus b by 4 plus a by 2 plus 2 equal to 0. So these two are the roots. Okay, so what is it? So let's say multiply 1 plus 2a plus 4b plus 8 is 24 equals to 0. That implies 2a plus 4b plus 23 equals to 0. A plus 2d equals to minus 23 by 2. So what am I doing? Okay, 2a plus 4d would be equal to minus 23. Okay, let's leave it there. So this becomes 1 plus 2b plus 4a plus 16 equal to 0. 17. 2b plus 4a equals to minus 17. Okay, so 2b plus 4a would be equal to minus 17. What we need, if I add this, 6a plus 6d should be equal to minus 23 minus 17. That is 40. What have I done wrong? Minus 40. What have I done wrong? Okay, let's do this again. So the x equal to half, that is okay. So if I apply this, it should be equal to 0. 1 by 8 plus a by 4 plus b by 2 plus 3 must be equal to 0. Multiplying by 8, 1 plus 2a plus 4b, 8 3 is 24, 24 will be equal to 0. Oh yeah, 25, 2a plus 4b should be equal to minus 25. Okay, let's get this here. 1 by 8 plus b by 4 plus a by 2 plus 2 should be equal to 0. Let's multiply by 8. 1 plus 2b plus 4a plus 8, 16 should be equal to, that is 17. So 4a plus 2b equals to minus 17. Let me add this to equation. 6a plus 6b should be equal to 25 and 17 minus 42 minus 42. A plus b equal to minus 7. Awesome. Okay, shall we try this? Okay, okay, I don't know, I didn't even try. 1 di, 5 minutes. Or is there any review that we have to do? 56, no. So no. Okay. State assembly elections were held in 3 states, Uttaranchal, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. 4 parties are there. Before their declaration election, each party projected the number of seats it was likely to win in these 3 states. The projection was shown in table 1. After the declaration of the result, the state-wise actual results of each party was tabulated as in table 2. The actual name of the parties were disguised as A, B, C and D in no particular order.
When the results of each party were compared with its projected one, it was observed that in at least one state, each party won the same number of seats as projected earlier. Okay. At least in one state, each party won the seat projected earlier. So let's say Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. Okay. So it means okay, let's say A, B, or should I take this A, B, C, D? Chhattisgarh 65. So that let's say that's BMP. Okay, let's do this. BPP, BMP, IPP, and HAL. Okay. So that means 65 is A, BMP could be A, 60 is B. Not worth it. Doesn't happen. Won't have time to do it. 4 minutes. Is there anything that I've left here? This, okay. Anything else I can knock off? This I've left. This I've left. More or less done. Okay. 4 minutes. Is there anything in section 2? Maybe get extra marks. Maybe let me go check. 51, 52, 53, 54. We did 55. This we didn't do. I didn't even touch. I don't have time. I'm just going through my emotions now, I think. So whatever I could do, I could do. Yeah, that's a paper. With 3.5 minutes, but insiders, no, nothing. Yeah, I think I'll stop. Okay, we just check. So, okay, that's okay. 3 minutes. I could do whatever I could do. So let's just check how many I did. For maths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30, 31, 32, 33. Oh, 35. Okay. In English, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This side into 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35 each. Okay. Alright, so thank you. I'll probably write about the analysis later. Thank you so much.